It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, October 18th, 2023, and we are coming to you live this morning. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Woo! Frasky frask outside.
Oh, man, it is. It is chilly.
You know, I could tell I walked in, and it was just dry and cool, which is normally not dry. So, yeah, I feel good today.
I think this is
nice and wide awake. Nah, come on, man.
It is currently 52 outside.
I put my solo stove on yesterday. I made a little fire. I sat outside, watched the news outside instead of sitting in the white chairs in the living room.
I saw your social media post. I don't know why you called me a dick.
Yeah, I struck again yesterday, Galvin. I wrote, I love this weather, and I left the R off on weather. And Gio writes back, I love this weather, too, without the R.
It was like weath. I love this type of weath.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing.
And I wrote back, you're a dick, D-I-C.
I, too, enjoy this weeth.
Yeah.
There is a thing that I follow on Twitter. It's like classic rock pictures or something, whatever, and it just has like cool stuff. You'll see, David Bowie with Prince somewhere or something, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Or, people that you may not have thought knew each other or in a room together or whatever. But they always put up pictures and put the wrong caption.
Yeah.
Wrong or just spell it wrong?
No. Completely wrong.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they're just having a program.
They'll have like Freddie Mercury and Elton John, and it'll be Michael Jackson and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and you're like, I mean, it's not even close. Like, what are you talking about?
It's probably just a program that they have, and it's set wrong.
No, I bet.
I think they do it so people will interact with it because people are like, like, hey, dummy, that's not that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, me too. I do it on purpose, too.
Yeah. I mean, you.
I got a lot better. Yes, it was the first one in a long time.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
I bet they spell Megadeth wrong in that on your thing.
Yeah.
I do a lot of one-handed driving posts, so I get it.
One-handed driving posts. Coffee in one hand, phone in the other.
No, coffee in the cup holder. I'm very
Did you
safe
see? I'm assuming a million people sent it to you, so I did not send it to you. But did you see the thing? It was, I believe, over in Japan where they released some Pokemon thing, like a new one, some hard to find, whatever, and there was
people going crazy.
Thousands of people. Yeah,
I saw some reel that came up, and it was something going on.
Just like crowds of people running through the streets trying to get this Pokemon.
I love when Galvin says a million people sent it to you, so I didn't send it to you. I always assume a million people send it to Galvin. I'm going to send it anyway in case I'm the one person who didn't show him this video of a dog.
Yeah, you sent me the thing with the hot dog on the string the other day, and I'm like, dude, this was like 3 months ago.
Yeah, but sometimes I do that. Like I did that to say, or I'll send it to you, one of you, just because I have an idea and I don't want to forget about it.
I thought it was somebody we knew was in the video because that was an old video.
Yeah, I thought of something, and I have an idea.
There was nothing special about Pokemon Go yesterday? Because over at USF, there were a lot of the students were running around with their phones, and I thought this has got to be some type of Pokemon thing.
I'm playing. Yeah.
Stardust
event means you get double the Stardust yesterday.
How can you even say that with a straight face?
Oh my gosh, we're into it. I mean,
I don't need Stardust.
That.
It's hard during the week to be a Pokemon guy, but
Yeah.
I'm constantly, I think it's real therapeutic for me. I'm constantly chilled out and paying attention to that, so I don't have to worry about it. But
I saw the college kids; they're all in a group.
Really,
with their phones,
I got to drive up to USF.
And I'm like, there must be something going on. Where's Mike?
I think I'm going to Stingray Chevy today, so maybe I'll go to Longway and just hang out by USF for a little while.
That's not great.
Hey, sir, we got a call that you were sitting outside the building. I'm just picking up Pokemon. I don't care about any of the college girls.
This is the women's dorm that you're parked in front of.
Doesn't matter. There's a Dweedle Doodle in there, and I'm going to get it.
Dweedle Doodle.
What's so funny is that we talk about it on the air, and everybody laughs, and then after the show, there'll be like 10 guys, and I go, hey, man, I'm 50. I just started Pokemon because of you. Be my friend. Yeah, be my friend. I'm like, I'm down, buddy. I don't mind being a leader.
I did play when it first came out for like a week or two.
Yeah, but the guy, Carmen. Right. Yes. Yeah, see, all of my daughter's friends would think I was cool when I first started playing. Now all my sons think I'm a loser. Like, they were all like, I can't believe your dad's still playing Pokemon. Yeah. But the thing is that I just didn't quit. Everybody else quit, and I'm like, no, I'm going until I have world domination.
Do you show them your little cheater machine thing?
I don't have a cheater machine. I have an assistant and I don't use
It's called a Stardust Gatherer.
it. No, I don't really know what the name is.
Carmen, is it cheating?
Yeah, you would. If you could afford to buy it, you would do it.
Frowned upon in the community?
Listen, the cheating one is they have one where you put it on and it moves and it makes it like you're walking all day and doing that's cheating. This one here just makes it when you can't grab one that's out of your range, it helps to grab it.
Right.
You still got to do the She said,
I would like to apologize to everyone. I don't know why I brought up Pokemon. It's my fault.
God,
That's,
why
by
don't
the
you
way,
try
that's
it
on
today?
me. That's my fault.
Why don't you try it?
There is
today?
no way.
What if you got it and you were like, you know what? As I run, I'm accumulating points, and then there's something you can associate.
That's all right.
Uh-huh.
I'm just doing better for my heart. That's all I need.
Get your Stardust.
What if you get double Stardust Heart? I don't know. You might like it.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Happy
I'll do Pokemon and I'll watch Pete Davidson videos.
I bet Pete Davidson plays.
Oh, for sure.
Cool.
I mean, I did play for a while, but now I'm out. Now I bang Kim Kardashian. Oh man! All right. How about Nate Bargatze hosting next weekend?
Yeah, with Foo Fighters.
You know what's so
That's pretty
sad?
cool.
Chad Zumach. I don't hate Chad like everybody else does, but
Everybody
Chad, it's just weird because I think he's so insecure. And I'm going to say this on the record. I do like him. I think he's an okay guy, and I've never seen him do comedy. I can't even judge whether he's funny or not. But it seems like he came up with a lot of these guys who are famous now, and he's like, I remember when you and I used to do this, and now you're hosting Saturday Night Live. And then another one is like, I remember when you used to ask me to open for you over here, and now you're making movies. I want to be like, Chad, what you're writing is I remember when all you guys just whipped past me and became famous. And I feel bad because I know that's what he's thinking too. It must be so hard for comedians to root for your friends, and then when they make it, you're like, God damn, why them?
Yeah,
you know?
especially somebody who you think you're funnier than.
Yes.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If somebody goes blowing past you and you're like, that guy?
I know even Chad doesn't think he's funnier than Nate Bargatze, though. So.
No, Nate's very funny.
Nate used to come in the studio all the time, too. I mean, we were on a lot of these comedians before. I would ask Galvin, and Galvin would go, oh, no, this guy's really funny. And never heard of him. Take the chance, and they'd be great. We only had like one or two busts the whole time.
Which is so funny to me to think that Nate is selling out arenas and hosting Saturday Night Live. It's like, oh, my God, because he's very funny. Like, I think he's hilarious. But it's just so weird to see them rise that fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nate's been some time, man.
Sure.
Probably
Oh, yeah,
20
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
But our time just goes by so fast. It's weird to think about.
It's weird. Stand-up comics are so popular right now. Like that whole just genre is blowing up.
Can you believe there was a time where I had to tell you that Kevin Hart was funny?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You didn't know who Kevin Hart was. Now he's one of the biggest stars out there.
I have a pretty vivid memory. If I can't think of things, but if you say, hey, specifically, I go, oh, yeah, and I can remember. But that day that Kevin Hart came in, I felt like I was on drugs that day. I think when I was sick.
You were sick.
Yeah.
You were sick.
It's a haze to me. I barely remember. I remember he couldn't get on the stool.
Yep.
And I remember him being funny as all hell.
Yeah.
And that was it.
But it was funny because he was making you laugh so much and you were sick, so you were just going,
probably.
like, practically puking every time you laugh.
All right. Well.
It's still amazing. And this is not like a knock. It amazes me how famous Bert is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just seeing Bert
So
for
famous
so
that I call
long,
him 3 times, couldn't get him on the phone yesterday.
coming around the station and stuff for years and years and years, and people are just now like realize, finding
How many
him.
free cruises did Bert do with us?
Well, like, he was down on the field at the Florida State game, and like places going nuts for just him is crazy.
One of my brother's friends, my friend too, but he just recently, within the last few months, was like, have you heard of this guy, Bert Kreischer? And I go, I'm friends with him. And he goes, you're friends with him?
Yeah.
Freaking out about it. Like, he can't believe how he's the funniest guy in this and that. And I'm like, yes, I agree. But also, where have you been for the last 20 years?
Yeah.
Oh, yesterday, Joey was so impressed that Hans Kim was wearing our shirt.
Yeah, really?
Joey goes, hey, Hans Kim. I go, I know. I saw it. He goes, that's so great. And I go, yeah, he does it all the time. I go, I'm pretty sure he only has 2 shirts. And he's like, really? I go, yeah. And he goes, did you send it to him? I go, no, he gave it to him while he was here. He goes, he was here? And I go, oh, come on.
Yeah, it's
That's
wild.
funny.
It's crazy, man.
When
It's
every
so
night
crazy.
Bert posts like those pictures of the arenas, and they're just packed,
Crazy.
and it's like, wow.
Getting off the private jet,
Yeah.
doing this,
It's-
going here, getting everything handed to him. Yeah.
Listen, Andrew Dice Clay, when I was a kid, was the biggest comedian. Him, Sam Kinison, and Sam Kinison was big in a different way. Sam hung out with rock stars. So you'd see Sam with Aerosmith, and you'd see him with all these bands and all this stuff. But Dice, as far as the comedy goes, was the biggest thing ever. And Dice would sell out Madison Square Garden. Now think about what that was like in the 80s to be the one comedian that sells out Madison Square Garden. No other comedian was doing that.
Nobody was doing that. Yeah.
And now Dice could barely fill Side Splitters, and Bert is selling out Madison Square Garden. That's amazing to me. That's amazing. God, I don't know how comfortable that is to be on stage in front of 30,000 people, 20,000 people, and just you have to time that where you can hear the laughter and the jokes.
Right.
It's not like being in a comedy club, man. I don't know.
If you're doing it every night, though, it's like you just kind of imagine you just get used to that.
And if it's a difference of a few $100,000, you're probably like, I guess I'll get used to it.
I'll figure it out.
Get the timing.
Galvin, we are up for a Grammy.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Bobby Kelly is being considered for a Grammy for best comedy album.
For your consideration.
Killbox. And we are on that.
Yeah.
Therefore, we all get Grammys.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen.
I think that's how it works.
I think that makes sense.
A Grammy Award winning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our music. The best is in the thing we did 2 songs, and we did an original like instrumental thing that we warm up with. And at the end, they were like, "Hey, did you, they wanted to play the one that's we did in the beginning. At the end, we did a Creedence song, and they wanted to leave that in. And I go, that's not ours. That's Creedence. You'll have to get clearance on that." And they were like, "Oh, goddamn!" So we redid the first song and put it at the end. And I had to fill out the name of that song and who wrote it and all that stuff. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I named the song. I said that me and Pete wrote it. Me and Pete had nothing to do with it. We had nothing to do with anything. I think Shane. I can't remember. Do you remember?
Mike Calta song?
No. I gave it a name.
I remember seeing it, and I go, this MFer right here. Look at this
got
guy.
writing credits.
Yep. So
I listened to that last night once I realized the audio version was out. I started listening to it in the beginning. For a second, I thought they cut you out.
I didn't even listen to it.
Yeah, because you introduced Bobby at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they had the band playing.
I get 2 Grammys. I get the band and the announcing.
So the beginning, the band was playing, and I went to both shows. I'm like, I don't remember you guys playing this long. And I thought maybe they cut Mike's voice out and just the band. But at the very end, you're yelling, "This is Bobby Kelly" or whatever.
I forgot about that.
I went, ooh, when it was playing.
No, they. Can you imagine? I hope that. I mean, I'm joking for us with the Grammy and all that, but I hope that Bobby gets some attention for that album because it's really funny.
Oh yeah.
And there's the whole story of the lady almost dying in the first one. But you've never seen they should have did a documentary about the filming of that movie. You've never seen Louis C.K. He went in the back. Okay, so this is probably a little inside stuff, but during Bobby Kelly, he did tape 2 shows here in St. Petersburg. During the first one, he had a good rhythm going. Everything was great, and some woman started choking or whatever she was doing in the front row. She was having a seizure or something.
She passed out.
Yeah, but she was on her way down, and everything kind of stopped. And the guy looked at Bobby and he goes, "Help me." Bobby's like, "What am I going to do?" He goes, "Here," and he gives him a bottle of water. The woman's not even conscious, and he's giving her water. So they get her out of there and all that, and then Bobby gets back in his groove right away and kills the rest of the show. He really does a great job. So then afterwards, he got off stage all mad and went in the back room. Louis C.K. goes back there and I was talking to him, and I stayed away for a second. Then I went in to check on him, and I walked in, and he looks at me, and I looked at him with a big, kind of, "Hey," and he looked at me and goes, "Don't. And I go, "Okay." And I just sat down. Him and Louis were over in the corner, and they were talking, and Bobby's like, all right. So I went over, I go, "Bob, I'm going to say this one time, and you can say whatever you want." I go, "You picked it up right away. You killed the rest of the show. It was great." He goes, "I know, but it ruined my thing," and blah, blah, blah. He goes, "But I'll do the next one. I'll be good." I was like, "All right, good. That's the right attitude." Turned out Louis was showing him videos of Tom Brady. It was Tom Brady and all these you think this guy quit after the first time he got sacked?
Comeback moments.
Yeah, Louis went all motivational on him and got Bobby fired up because the second show was even better, man. He killed it. It was great.
Yeah.
I had a great time that night.
How about Bobby gets it? We play the song, Mike intros him, he comes out, and there's a lady walking across to get to her seat, and he does
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Sit down.
We worked that morning. We did the morning show. Then I went straight downtown because we had to do sound check and all that other stuff. And then Louis came there and they had to run through the whole thing. So we were there most of the day. Then we went to Dr. Barbecue and ate, and then went back, and the show started. And that was it. So by the time the second show was done, it was probably 11 o'clock. I'd been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. We were still going to the station. I was exhausted, and it was all good. And Bobby was so happy. We went back to the hotel, and he goes, everybody we had our families there, and they went up to bed, and he goes, I'm going to sit down here and smoke a cigar and kind of soak the night in. And I go, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
I could not be his friend. I'll sit out here and enjoy the night with you, Bob. I'm like, I've been up since 4. I'm going to bed. Enjoy
it was a
your
long
night.
day, but it was fun.
It was definitely fun, man.
Yeah.
It was definitely fun. And that Coastal Creative they have like a bunch of props and stuff upstairs where we played. So there were couches and stuff, and we just went to sleep on the props. We were just chilling out there. I walked in at one point, Louis was sleeping on the couch. I was like, don't wake Louis up.
And the guys that recorded, did the band stuff, whatever, made us sound good. Because I walked in the control, I go, how's it sound? And they potted up, and I was like, oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, well, we're pretty good.
No, I mean, but the sound was good.
We're pretty good. But we have a date where we're playing in Holiday. Why can't I remember the name of that place? I keep wanting to call it
Stockyard?
Yeah, but I keep wanting to call it like Stormbringer or Breakdecker or something like that's 2 words. Stockyard in Holiday. We're playing out there on November 10th, I think it is. 11th? One of those days. Whatever that Saturday is.
11th, yeah.
Yeah, and I am excited about it. But we haven't played in so long, and our rehearsal place closed down, so we have no place to practice, and we need to figure something out.
You could come to Spore Island, Michael.
What?
Oh, that's what I thought before. Remember whenever I said I thought of something was Whore Island because they practice out in the garage.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That's fine. Any night you want to come.
And they already have equipment and everything there.
Might have to be in the day, Joe.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay, we're back, baby.
That is what I thought.
We have to leave
Good
there
job,
with
Joe.
we have to leave there with AIDS and a pet, but somehow I think we'll be okay.
That's what we'll do. To do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, it's the 11th. It is November 11th.
November 11th, we're playing at the Stockyard in Holiday, which I know you might think is a weird place. We have played there before. It's a country bar, but that night is going to be the Bones. What do they call it? The Bones Friendsgiving, yeah. Where it's kind of like a celebration before the holidays. And I think Roger and JP are going to be here because the day before we have the pub crawl and we have the liquid lunch that was rescheduled from when we did the comedy circus because remember the hurricane was coming or whatever the problem was.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be out there doing that on those days on Friday. And then Saturday, we're all going to be out at Stormbringer.
Nope. Stockyard.
And we're going to be playing with Pipple Toddler for the first time in months.
Stop saying Stormbringer.
I can't
People are going to think.
Oh, no, I forget Stormbringer is another band. Stormbringer is a far superior band that will not be there. We will be there, and we'll be on stage. We're going to play. We're going to play games. We're going to give some stuff away. I know we're giving away cash, and it's a Veterans Day celebration, so I might be buying beers for veterans all night. Yeah, that's true. So be prepared to spend that whole weekend with us. Friday pub crawl, Saturday breakdecker, gunslinger.
Stockyard.
I'm going to write it down. All right, hold on. Let me associate it with racing. Stockyard. Racing. Stockyard. Stock cars. In the yard. Stockyard. I'll never get it wrong.
Stockyard. Associated with beef, Michael.
No. Don't now you just throw it off me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're playing at Black Angus on Saturday the 11th.
We're going to be at Beef House.
Stockyard on US 19. Huge place, by the way. Huge place. There'll be plenty of room for the line dancing for the girls or whoever does that, and then we'll be on stage melting faces. Be prepared.
Which you played there one time before.
Yeah, and it went really well.
Yeah.
It was packed.
And Roger and JP were there.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. It was really, I enjoyed it. It was a good time. People are like, why are you guys playing in a country bar in Holiday? I don't know, because it's got the room and the stage and it sounds good and there's a bunch of hot chicks there. So we don't really require a lot.
I was thinking about this. So on Saturday, the Lightning are at home. They're playing at home. But that morning, they're doing the Bolts run.
Oh, are you going to run?
I'm going to be emceeing it.
You got a busy weekend, too.
I was going to see if you and Gio wanted to come out and did you do your Who Can Run Further? But you're going to be out of town.
No, I'll be in
Saturday?
Saturday night. We're playing.
No.
Oh, this Saturday. Oh.
This Saturday.
I would be there in a second,
yeah,
but I'm going to be out of town.
Gio wins.
Oh, I had plans. So.
I had a video guy for you, too.
You know somebody?
$100.
What was the thing? How far we can go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I said both speed and distance.
I'm in.
All right.
I don't know. I have no speed. I've never had speed.
Yeah,
I
I would
can't
just
even boast
who
about
can
speed.
go further without stopping.
Without stopping, yeah.
Yeah. I'm in. My will to stay going will never break.
Do you think you can make it from your driveway
To the kitchen?
to the stop sign?
Oh, 100%. You don't think I could run to the stop sign?
It's pretty far.
It is not. First of all, I've done it in a car every day.
That's something to do.
I'm saying I know the distance. You think I can't run from here to the stop sign? Do you think Gio can?
I don't know
Yes.
whether either of you can.
I think you're overestimating the distance.
I have no doubt.
I think you're underestimating the distance. I don't think. I mean, when was the last time you ran?
So I haven't had to run in a long time. I'm only running if I'm being chased or chasing someone. But I do chase the kids, and I did run with Juliana while she was learning how to ride a bike.
Yeah, but that's
She's like 10.
But also that's like
She still doesn't ride the bike.
that's like 10 or 20 feet. You know what I mean? You're
No.
not running.
I'm saying to that stop sign.
You ran
From here to the stop sign while she was riding her bike.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I wish you could. If I could do it, can I turn around and punch her smug face? That's how, Kelvin's like, yeah. That's how positive I am that you can't do
Run
it.
there and back.
That I've never done. I don't know if I can
Without
do that.
stopping?
Yeah, that's not that.
Mm,
I can run from here to the stop sign. The stop sign right here in the cul-de-sac,
Run.
like jog.
What's jogging?
Yeah.
Well, like a
More like a brisk walk.
no,
No,
running.
Yeah.
Running. This.
Listen,
That's why you're running.
I'm not even talking about speed. Yeah, I'm talking about just
Yeah.
a jog, a regular jog.
That's what I
whatever.
assumed you were saying.
But yeah, I just feel like you're gonna go like 8 steps and roll your ankle.
Oh well. Hold on. I didn't say that wouldn't happen. I'm very uncoordinated, but I mean, as far as breath and breathing and all that, what is it, endurance? Yeah, I can hit that stop sign with no problem. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll hit that.
No
Let me
problem.
rephrase
Wow.
it. I can make it to the stop sign, breathing very heavy. Yes.
A true athlete.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I am. I'm gonna videotape it today,
okay.
and then I'm gonna punch everybody in the face when I get back here. You don't even know how far the stop sign is, and you think I can't do it
She
either?
knows.
She's been here.
You can't. You're not visualizing it very well. Yeah.
Right.
Galvin's got
that-
me
that-
second guessing myself.
By the
now.
way, that's the other thing is he's gonna get out to that first like curve and go, oh my god, it's so much further.
Oh no.
It's not far. I'm not saying that
No,
it's far,
but it's not short.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. You know we can all run.
Do you think you
little
can
bit.
make it to the stop sign, take a right, and make it to the overpass?
No.
Yeah.
No way.
100%.
No. You can do that?
Way.
Of course.
Oh, then
No
forget it.
way.
Then Gio won the contest. If that's the truth, then Gio would win.
That's not the truth.
Yeah.
I don't know where
There's
the
no way.
overpass is, but
No way.
That's
No
I
way.
know that's a half a mile from here. So there's no way I'm doing
well,
that.
I said I guarantee I could do a quarter of a mile
Right.
without stopping.
Yeah, I can do a quarter mile. It's one lap around the track.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh my god.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to the Listen to me. I'm not a horse. Don't make me like you're putting me out to amuse you.
If we were, no matter the distance, if we were running, you would stop before I would.
That's the bet.
I
Yes,
feel
okay.
like if we were running next to each other and I could hear you breathing heavy and I go, he's going to crash any minute now, I'll hold out.
There's no way.
All right. Bet's on. Are we putting money on this?
Yeah, I will.
So
I'll
then
bet
you
your
guys will
child's
run
college
at the,
tuition.
you
At the
guys will
track.
run at the same time.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be track. I mean,
No, it
it's
could
just,
be
you know,
anywhere.
Yeah.
Carmen will be there with a starting pistol.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Good.
then-
I hope she shoots one of you guys by accident.
Whoever stops first is the loser.
Right.
I wouldn't say a loser, just
Wow,
less athletic.
And tripping or
That's DQ.
Whatever.
You're
Yeah.
still the loser.
Yes. Yeah.
That's me when I can't run anymore. I'm just going to throw myself on the ground
Yeah.
and be like, I did. It was a rock.
I tripped. I
My
would've
knee.
kept going.
Yeah. Oh man, what if it puts us both out of commission? What if we just running, we just both go out?
My knee hurts just thinking about it.
On my shoulder, on this shoulder right here, I look at it all the time because I think there's something on me. I have a scar that is just like white tissue now from me falling on the sidewalk so bad while I was running, the traffic stopped. And a guy was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Go, just go."
Just leave
Yeah,
me.
I mean, I fell, hit my my hand, my shoulder, my face, and ripped my hat because it hit the pavement. Yeah, yeah, because I fell whenever I was running. There's an area and it's like a sidewalk, and there was a you know how the sidewalk's uneven sometimes, whatever. And I just clipped it while I was running and just took a header straight down and almost went straight into a power line, like
man.
into the pole. But yeah, the traffic stopped, and I was just like, "Don't look at me."
I would do a live Instagram live from the house to the stop sign, just to prove it today. But we still have like 12 days left on our suspension.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you know how bad social media? Do you know how bad social media is? Last night, a friend of mine, Rosie, wrote on her Facebook. She said that she just wrote, "Don't put the heat on. Don't put the heat on. Don't put the heat on." And I wrote on her thing, "I would kick you out of the house." And it said, "Warning: you other people who have posted this have been kicked off. Are you sure you don't want to?" And I go, "Get kicked out of the house? What is maybe kick?
Yeah.
Was it kick?
I would kick you.
Oh my god!"
It's just the algorithm. They pick up on all that stuff.
It's ridiculous, man. I mean, they suspended me on Instagram for the Bobby Lee video that I put up 8 months ago. Somebody must have just reported it or whatever, and there's no nudity in it. Yeah.
Ian Bagg had a clip of him saying that he was kicked off of Facebook or something because he called somebody a useless potato. He goes, "I've seen much worse."
yeah. That's so funny. All right. Today is Wednesday, which means Galvin has an open letter. And then after the open letter today, we're going to do Under Oath, which we haven't done in a long time. And I think we're at a particular advantage today because Spanish is not here, which gives us free and clear leeway to say whatever we want about Spanish without feeling guilty to his face. You know what I mean? Like Joe, if I were you, I'd make sure he's not listening. Like I'd text. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know who to text.
Then he'll know.
You better tell text Face. What's her name?
Sugarface.
Sugarface, and tell her to make sure the radios are off.
Well, she's at work now.
Oh boy, what did she do?
Did you ever find out if Spanish got a lot of get well wishes from the audience when this number went out?
He did say that. He said that he did get a lot of people saying that they were concerned about him. And as I said to him the same thing when we were at Shark Coast. Everybody I talked to was asking about him.
Yeah, people are starting to. In the beginning, it was like, "Hey, how's Spanish doing?" Now it's like, "Is Spanish okay?"
Right,
Like
yeah.
even Pete's like, "For real, what's wrong with Spanish?" Like, "Oh, I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy."
Yeah, I'm getting that a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of conspiracy theories.
don't you find that you care less too?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. He's out of my mind now.
yeah.
It's same. Would go for the same for you too, Carmen. If I didn't see you every day, you know what I mean? I'd be like, after a while, I'm like, all right, now I've just grown like when he comes in now, he's gonna disrupt things.
Yeah.
You know, he might as well just start looking for another job. Oh my God, I'm kidding, but isn't that the worst thing to hear if you were home right now? Oh, I'm kidding, Spanish. I'm kidding. I'm just want to try it out and see how it works.
Great. Now he's going to be mopey all day, Mike.
No, I already told him. I said, there's no way. He's fine. He's a part of the show. He has nothing to lose. And I said, and I will say the opposite on the air. So I already prepared him for it. Save it for under. No, I'm kidding. What do you got? I don't know. That's why he's not here.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
He said to me, he goes, I'm still waiting on test results, and I don't know if I'm contagious or not. And I said, well, if you don't know, then stay home. And he was like, okay. So I feel bad because he wants to do more. And then you know what? People that ask, I could address this to. People are like, why isn't he just coming in remotely? Because it sounds terrible. It sounds terrible. It disrupts everything. He sounds like he's in a closet somewhere. We did it during the pandemic when we had no other choice, but it's terrible. So we're not doing that anymore. Well, I never met those smarmy Bob and Tom guys. I was doing it during the pandemic. I did a like a panel with them on Zoom, and it was me, Tim Conway's son, who is a talk show host in California, Tom from Bob and Tom, and I don't know, some other people. And we did this thing, and they asked questions, and I said, well, we're doing it from home. And he said, yeah. Tom goes, but the audience knows once you're doing it remotely and you have those headphones on with the microphone that comes out it just sounds awful, and eventually they tune out. And I went, yeah, well, I didn't do that, Tom. I built the studio in my home and put in real equipment, and we do the show from here just like we would from a radio station. And Tom goes, oh, well, that's even better. He goes, we did the same thing a couple of years ago. We bought a building, and we built it. And I go, you bought a building? They bought a building. Their show is so syndicated in so many places. That yuck show that they have is so successful that they bought a building, and they have the sales staff upstairs, and they have promotions people and all that, and then their studio is downstairs, and they have their own building. That's good. That's good stuff. Oh, well. I have a building, too. It's attached to my house.
I kind of like it here, Michael.
You do?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having a building, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's no dogs over there.
Yeah,
Do you think you could run around their building?
I don't know how many offices it has.
100%
I don't want
I could.
to. Unlike Geo,
way.
I won't say something I don't know about. I'm just gonna say. Yeah.
By the way, I love how confident Gio is. He's gonna make it like 20 feet
No
and just be
way.
like, "This is ridiculous."
Gio can't even keep up with his daughter when she runs up and down the sidelines at soccer. So there's no way. Gio goes, if she's scoring on that end, just videotape it. I'll watch it later.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the fact that you guys think I can't run to the stop sign makes me feel like a weird handicapped kid.
Yeah, listen.
No, it's not. I've been there.
I'm not even saying you can't run to the stop sign. I think it's more than you think. I
But-
think it's going to be.
I have been there. Like, I have run there. So I'm not like I have been out of my house
You
before.
run to the stop sign.
Yes.
I don't
while
understand that
So
statement.
I would tell you. So my daughter was learning how to ride the bike.
Uh-huh.
And I was walking alongside of her. And then all of a sudden, she got it. And she started riding further and better. And when she went all the way to the stop sign. And I ran along next to her while she was doing it.
Yeah, but I feel like you said the walking part, you were like 20 feet away from that stop sign, and then she got it, and then you ran to the stop
All right.
sign.
Well-
So, you know what I mean? Like, you were walking out there.
I'm thinking from the end of my driveway to the stop sign.
Right. And
Okay.
she started from the end of your driveway.
She was in the
got
circle.
it immediately.
She was in the circle.
And then,
You're saying that you can run the pace of a toddler on a bicycle.
Well, yeah. At the time, she was like 7. You know,
7.
6 maybe. I don't know.
they're quick.
She cried and got mad at me that day because then I got my bike and I was riding alongside her, and every 3 full pumps of my pedals, she would stop and I'd have to circle back around and make sure she was okay. Then we'd go. When we came back, my wife goes, "How was it?" I go, "It was awful." And she goes, "Why?" I go, "Because every time Juliana stopped, I had to stop and circle back and ride around while she was getting back on the bike." I go, "Meanwhile, we went 80 feet, but I rode 17 miles." And Juliana heard me and she got mad at me. She goes, "It was my first time," and she walked away. I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry.
She hasn't
Daddy loves you. I'm
Hasn't ridden
sorry."
the bike since.
Yeah,
no.
it's pretty close to true. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, that challenge will be happening.
I'm very excited.
That's fine. Me too. Me too.
When will this happen?
I have to train. First.
I mean, it's nice and
well,
nice
no,
and
I'm
Kidding.
cool.
I'm kidding.
I'm ready whenever.
Why don't we do it after the show?
Yeah.
Can we do it after the show?
I don't. see
Are
why
you
not.
in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Are you in after
No,
the show?
he's
Do
got to
you-
leave.
No.
I got
What's that?
It's not my fault.
It is.
It's not.
I mean, we could do it during one of the breaks.
I'll
I
do
mean,
it
we
right
have,
now. After
we,
we're going to a long break. I'll do it right now.
No, let's
No,
wait
it's-
until it's light
I don't want
outside.
my neighbors to wonder why we're just running around the circle. And,
All right.
yeah,
I'm hearing
we'll
a lot.
We'll
I'm
get
hearing a
there.
lot of excuses.
Don't worry. I like to be the underdog.
Promises, promises.
do I need to put Joe on a bike and you can chase him?
I mean,
he's a 7-year-old toddler.
You know Joe needs training wheels. He's not riding the bike.
Joe, you get the golf cart and
Oh.
then you video and ride alongside of us while we're running.
Galvin drives the golf cart, and
Yeah.
I'll videotape you from the back
Oh
seat.
yeah, you like
I'll
Ron
just run.
Howard.
You can be on my shoulders.
Okay.
My niece was here filming some stuff this weekend, and they left some sort of apparatus, Joe, that I think that we should steal and use.
Oh.
It like stabilizes the iPhone and you wear it around your neck.
Oh,
I think you could like walk with it and videos your face.
really?
Yeah, that's pretty
This
cool.
guy doesn't know any of that.
I might know. You don't know. I don't know.
If it's come out in the last 25 years,
Yeah.
Joe has no idea.
Right.
If it fits the iPhone, Joe doesn't know. About
He
it.
doesn't even know his iPhone's got a camera.
Yeah.
This thing's in HD.
Video? It does video on this?
All
When did I
right,
start using HD?
let's take a break. We'll get into the show. We got a lot to talk about. We got Israel to talk about. We've got Under Oath happening. We got a brand new open letter. It'll be a good, nice, brisk, frask Wednesday. Watch this. Word later on in November, we're playing at the Stockyard. See?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I fixed it. I got hiccups. It's a Mike Calta show on Marathon Day on 102.5 The Bone. It is 6:49 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers to reach us. We're going to play Sporcle here in a second. I got to tell you, I just got this email on Instagram from somebody, and I'm not mocking this guy because I think a lot of people make this mistake, but it says Starbucks Workers Union celebrates Hamas attack on Jews. Starbucks Starbucks Workers United Labor Union, which represents 9,000 baristas, expressed solidarity with Hamas terrorists and the attack on Israel. And it shows a picture of them at the bottom, all going like this with their fist in the air. The picture is from Starbucks unionizing, and it is a picture of 5, 6, 8 Starbucks workers with the Starbucks cutout logo and the union logo cut out, and they're all fisting in the air with the logo of the union, the Starbucks union.
Right, okay.
It has nothing to do with Israel, Hamas, or anything like that. And people are sending it to me like, "How could you drink Starbucks?
Yeah.
How could you be so dumb?" I don't know. I mean, take 2 seconds, just look at the picture.
People don't look stuff up to see if it's real or
No.
when it's from or what it's from.
Yeah,
They're
and
just like,
also check if it's from The Onion
Yeah.
or other parody stuff. You know
Right.
what I mean? You don't know how many times people send me stuff from The Onion, and I go, "Yeah, it's a fake article.
Yeah.
You know that, right?"
And the other thing is they like to jump on Starbucks too. There was a thing back in the day that Starbucks was the only one that like refused to send coffee to the troops or whatever. It was 100% untrue. It's like Gio said. If you want to do the simplest thing, just go to Snopes. If you go to Snopes, they'll pretty much tell you why it's true and why it's not true, or if they can tell you they can't, figure it out. That's just a basic start for you if you're lazy. If you
Yeah.
want somebody else to do the work for you. So there you go. Anyway, Carmen, what do we have to give away today? If we have 1975 tickets, I'll just crap my pants. Oh, man.
yeah.
All right.
All right, let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Galvin going for 3 in a row.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today? Mm-hmm.
All right.
Try it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. It's not particularly my cereal, so we're good. Okay.
Grape
Rice
Nuts.
Krispies.
Frosted Flakes. I don't remember. Make
that-
your gums bleed.
Yeah, I was gonna say that should be. It'll rip the roof of your mouth
Yeah.
open.
Wheaties.
Golden Grams.
Rice
Rice
Krispies.
Krispies.
Life. Oh, Judge.
Calvin.
Okay.
Alphabet.
Alphabet. Thank you.
Mike gets a point.
Cheerios.
What? Was that a guess?
No, that used to be their slogan. It's not. I don't think that's it
Yeah.
anymore.
I've never heard that.
That's right.
Kashi.
Raisin Bran.
Frosted Flakes.
Oh,
If there was a diet where I just could eat cereal,
Oh.
I would
Oh.
crush it.
there is.
Ugh.
It's called the diabetic diet.
Raisin
Raisin
Bran.
Bran.
Raisin Bran.
Can't be talking and then go right into it.
Yeah, it's
I thought you did fine.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks.
Spanish is down on the board. He has 0. Gio and Galvin are both tied with 2, and Michael is your leader. He doubled that score with 4.
That's it? 4? I think I got more than 4.
No.
I
Keep
think
your
you-
own score.
I feel like you had less.
No.
Honeycombs.
I couldn't think of what it was.
Kicks.
Tricks. Kashi Golin.
Frosted mini wheats.
Oh.
Cocoa Puffs.
Special K.
Sit down to a familiar face.
Honey Smacks.
Blueberry.
What the hell are Honey Smacks?
Sugar Smacks.
Oh, the familiar face. I'd ruin some cornflakes right now.
Corn Pops.
Count Chocula.
Oof.
Galvin has 4. Gio has 5. Michael is your leader with 6.
Ooh.
Ooh. Toucan Fruit Loops.
Michael.
No way.
What?
He was like stumbling over the stuff
No, I
beforehand.
said Toucan Fruit Loops.
Toucan
Yeah,
Fruit
he
Loops.
finished it before you did.
Thank you, Joe. Excellent
That,
job.
my God, that's ridiculous.
You have no integrity.
It's called Toucan Fruit Loops.
No. It took me a second. I was Toucan Fruit Loops.
It's always called Toucan Fruit Loops. That's
Listen,
what we're saying.
I answered. I'll leave it to the judges.
It's called What about the toucan part?
Yeah, we're allowed to fix. We've done that plenty of times.
All right, we're allowed to say other stuff. All right, cool. It's Toucan Fruit Loops.
Wow.
Okay.
You nailed that perfectly.
I said Fruit Loops.
See you at the stop sign, Gio.
Can I get a bowl of the toucan?
Listen, I didn't know we could add things in, to get us there.
Well, in the beginning you can. You just can't add an S to stuff.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the worst game. You just make it up as we go.
Thank you.
Lucky Charms.
At least you can see.
Fruity Pebbles.
Ooh, that's delicious. I don't know.
Oh, you can see it right
Ken,
now.
right there on the crunchy things.
Fresh Flakes.
Lucky Charms.
Your final score, Galvin with 5, Gio also with 5, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 7.
Ooh. Got a little hectic. Even if I didn't get the Toucan Sam one, I would still be the winner, Gio, so you don't have to be mad.
No, I'm very mad.
He just
Screw
wants
it
to be
again.
mad.
Nah, we just make the rules up as we go.
He's doing anything he can to get out of running today.
Yeah, it's just a complainer.
He's going to storm out at 10 o'clock. I'm leaving. I'm mad.
Just change the rules as we go
the
to make
negative
sure everybody
Nancy.
wins.
Can't go along with the
It is
program.
on the paper. It's on the paper.
You go negative Nancy, I go negative Nelly.
Yeah, well, Nancy, Nelly.
We can say stuff. We can't say stuff. We got to get it right. We don't need to get it right.
You go negative Nancy too? Oh, interesting. I go Nelly all the time. I dropped it on my wife while we're fighting. I go, you're always a negative Nelly.
I usually just say negative N-word
Oh,
that way because that covers both Nancy and right.
Oh,
For those reasons, I'm
Do you
out.
have you have a different
Different
thought for
life
N-word?
plan.
Yeah.
You had to say alphabet, not bit, but you can say Toucan Fruit Loops, and it's okay.
Alphabet is the name of the cereal, not alphabet.
Yeah, it's true.
So
That's
what-
true.
so what is-
I said alphabet, and that's wrong.
He's got
It's
integrity.
alphabets.
You have no integrity.
So I will tell you this: I have no idea who answered first, but there has been plenty of times where we started a different thing and then revised it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we don't have to. We don't have to say the actual thing. We can
I did say that.
talk into it first and then say
Yeah,
it.
you work it out as you're talking.
All right.
No, but
Toucan
if you were
Fruit
like
Loops.
saying Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if you went Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you know what I mean, like that, you can do that, or you can.
All right, I'll make note of it now.
Oh, jeez. I had to
Jeez,
clap
take
my
it
hands.
easy, buddy.
No.
Gavin.
Sorry, I'm very. I was celebrating.
But as far as who said it first, that's up to the judge.
Right.
okay,
I
good.
just thought we had to get
Oh
the
my
name.
God.
We had to get what was on the paper.
we do,
Like,
and I
yeah.
did. It took me a while to
It
get there.
doesn't say toucan.
this world is so unfair to you.
The game's rigged against me.
Give him the Toucan point.
I've got multiple
Joe,
examples.
give him the Toucan point and read the new score.
All right.
I mean, once I was screwed, I gave up.
Oh, game's over.
Oh,
Game's over.
Oh,
Yeah, just
Your final score: Spanish with 0, Galvin with 5, Gio with 6, and Michael also with 6.
Oh, no.
Oh, do you have another one,
So
Cameron?
we need a tiebreaker.
Oh,
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still one, but go ahead.
yeah, it's fine.
Here we go.
I'm out.
You're
Oh
out.
wait, I have 5.
You
They
have
have
5.
6.
Oh, yeah, you can
I
tie.
can tie.
No. Yeah, you're out.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Oh.
All right.
Flash Flakes.
Cool. Hypothetically, Gio would have won. Good
All
job,
right.
Gio. You're the winner.
Yeah.
So hypothetically,
Hypo-
your final score: Spanish with 5, Galvin with 6, Gio with 7, and Michael's your triumphant champion with 8.
What are the year totals? I don't know.
I
didn't even
totally
listen
screwed
to
that
that.
up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeez.
I don't know what's happening over
This
there.
game's a joke, a farce.
Anyway, Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, what's that smell?
Ooh, I
Bye-bye boxing. And get ready, idiots.
Oh, good. I think he's talking to you, Joe. When we come back, we'll go right into news. Then we will do a brand new open letter, and then we'll roll into Under Oath. All that is happening this morning on a nice Frask Wednesday. It's the Mike Calta Show. News is next on 102.5 The Bone.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
712 of the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise number 17. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
17 cruises.
It's wild.
I know. And then this year, I think I'm going to go on 17 cruises this year alone. It's amazing. If you're not going, there is still time for you to get on the cruise, and also there is time for you to win a free cruise. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you about this yet, but starting November 1st, you could stop by the Todd Couples Superstore. Did I get that right, Carmen? You know, even listen to the show, even though we are. Okay, did he answer yes? Okay. Yeah, the Todd Couples Superstore has 2 locations. Do you know where they are, Carmen? There's one on Nebraska Avenue. That's the one we all know, right there in the middle of Fletcher and Nebraska. Do you know where the other one is? I did not know that. I did not know that. I try to stay in Newport Richie. I'm kidding. If you go in there at either of the locations starting November 1st, not today, not next week, not until November 1st, you walk in there and you scan the QR code, you could register to win a Calta Cruise for 2 and a dildo. So I threw the dildo part in, but I'll buy you one.
Hey.
Yeah,
Buy everybody a dildo?
No. Just if you win.
Oh,
if you win, and you're a lady.
Yeah.
Well, we got the Todd Couples Superstore is in Port Richey on US 19 and on Nebraska and Fletcher over there in Tampa. Stop in there. You don't even have to buy dildos. You just run in there, scan the QR code. You can run back out before anybody sees you.
Mm-hmm.
Go in there and do that, or you can go in there and look around a little bit. You might find some fuzzy handcuffs that you didn't know you needed. There's a couple of things. Yeah, or a costume for the Halloween. You're right. It's true. And they're not all slutty costumes.
Listen, I don't want to throw anybody off. You should definitely go in there and get a costume and stuff, but you're saying it's November 1st, so that'll be over.
Yeah, still, but you can get
But
a
you can
costume.
still get a costume, yeah,
If I came home, my wife was dressed like a sexy Mario, I wouldn't be so. Maybe that's not what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Of, you know.
Me, Mario.
Yeah.
Show me that mustache.
Maybe that's not the best. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Anyway.
Sexy princess. Peach.
Yeah, I'll take that. Let me see your sexy peach. Bring that over here.
Oh, no.
So anyway, that's happening starting November 1st. I just got that email, so I don't know if I was supposed to say it yet, but I'm saying it anyway, just so our listeners know. I know there's some people who want to go, but for one reason or another can't afford to go or rather go for free. Here's a great opportunity. You can do that. Just go in, you scan the QR code, boom, you're locked in.
Speaking of dates, I wonder if, Gio, did you celebrate anything yesterday? Yesterday was a pretty important date in your life. I don't know whether you realize it or not.
No, I don't. I did not celebrate.
Well, that, yes.
I did have some macaroni and cheese.
Well, that's considered pasta.
Delicious.
So it works. No, 23 years ago yesterday. Do you remember what happened 23 years ago yesterday?
Years ago. What year are we?
I was hired at Cox Media Group Tampa.
Oh, yeah? Chocolate Starfish in the hot dog flavored water came out October 17th, 2000. So it's 23 years that album has been out.
I'm not even making this up. I waited in line at midnight to buy that album at the Vinyl Fever in Tallahassee.
Really?
Because they used to do like midnight releases for albums, and it was on they always came out on a Tuesday and midnight. I was there 11:30 waiting in line with a lot of people.
Moose and I drove from Newport Richie all the way up to Clearwater to go to Peaches Records, where Ronnie Michaels was broadcasting live at midnight, so that we can get the new Def Leppard record.
Yeah, that was like a thing you did.
I mean, we literally waited in line, went in there, bought it, talked to Ronnie Michaels, and left. And then all of a sudden, I got in radio after.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
There was no Spotify. There was no way to hear the music until you got the physical CD in your hand.
I wish that I would have known during those years that somebody who said, in a couple of years you'll get a good job and then you'll be successful, because I would have enjoyed those years so much more. Just having Moose and I having no care in the world, just going to a record store at midnight on a Thursday. You know what I mean? How great that is. Whereas, like, I'd go fishing and I'd stay out at fishing till 3 o'clock in the morning, go home and sleep till noon. The guy had nothing going on. But I wish I could have enjoyed that time instead of just waking up at noon going, what a loser. I'm never going to do anything.
My wife, who is now, at the time was my girlfriend, she thought I was out of my mind.
For going to do that.
She was right.
No, my old girlfriend couldn't understand my obsession with music either and wanting to read about things and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't really understand. Well, now you're not following your dream.
I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait a second more than I had to hear new music.
I will tell you that was my first Limp Bizkit album that I bought, and I loved every song on it.
Yeah,
that whole album was great. Even now, it holds up.
Rolling on it.
Rolling was great.
Rolling.
Now, I feel I should have celebrated yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Not a true.
You can celebrate today.
Well, a real fan would listen every day. I'm just saying.
Do you know on the outro? There is somebody laughing. Do you know who the laugh is?
Is it Ben Stiller?
It is Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
It is Ben Stiller, yeah. I'm looking at the
How did
different
that
track
start?
list. Yeah, I don't know.
Because he shouts out Ben Stiller in that one song.
Yeah, I think at the time, Fred Durst was the Playboy Mansion a lot, and I think that's where that happened.
That's weird.
But he was, because he was also, Ben Stiller was also in the music videos.
Can I tell you that I saw, I've been to the Playboy Mansion a couple of times. I'd love to live there because it's a great piece of property, but I never felt like this is the greatest thing ever. Seeing the property and touring it when nobody was there was awesome. But like I got invited to a party there and I didn't go. I gave it away. I was like, I don't want to. It's so, you have to park somewhere else. Then they take you in a shuttle over to the thing because they don't have a lot of parking up there. So then they take you in a shuttle over to the Playboy Mansion. Then you get off, and then there's a bunch of girls there that don't want to have anything to do with you, but they pretend that they like you.
I was going to say, I feel like it would be like the girls feel like they're trapped and have to be friendly to people because it's like, you're in the Playboy Mansion. You want to live there, be nice to everybody.
It's like Hooters girls. Yeah. They're like, you go, the guys come in, and you be nice to them. You know what I mean? But nothing was cuter than I went there during Christmas time, and I had a friend who worked there, and she gave me a private tour. And the main house you don't go into because that's where they live, but you could look into it. Like we were looked into it and somebody was in the kitchen eating breakfast. But you can look into the thing and they had 8 little gingerbread houses. And she was like, last night, Hef and the girls made gingerbread houses. And I thought that's the most adorable thing. And they really had them, and they were terrible looking.
How many egos did they have to deal with all the different rock stars and movie stars and everybody there that just think they're the coolest in the world?
Or they thought, I'm going to bang this one guy, and my life will be the best ever.
They all probably thought they're going to be like the next Pam Anderson. That's your ticket out as you hook up with a rock star, and next thing you know, you're on the road touring, and then you're married.
You know who didn't fall for any of that? Lynn Austin. Lynn Austin had so many opportunities to hook up with famous people.
Yeah.
One of the ones she told me was Rob Lowe. She said she did a gig with Rob Lowe, and then she went back to the hotel, and Rob Lowe called up to the room and wanted her to come down.
Oh,
and
yeah?
She said she wouldn't do it. I'm like, it's Rob Lowe, and she was single at the time.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I didn't. She didn't want to be that one that was just banging celebrities, which is smart because you live your whole life with some integrity. But how great of a story would it be when you're like, I bang Rob Lowe?
Two things with Rob Lowe. Did you see the picture that the guy put up of his wife meeting Rob Lowe?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It has, this is my wife on our wedding day with her and him, and she's just staring at the camera, and then her with Rob Lowe, and she's smiling
Yep.
from ear to ear. And then the roast of Rob Lowe, David Spade was the MC on there, and he said that Rob Lowe has said that he thought his good looks held him back from having meaningful roles in movies. He said, I was going to talk to Brad Pitt about it, but he was too busy doing meaningful roles in movies.
I like Rob Lowe. I think
he's great. Yeah, he's
and anybody
great.
who does that's a good sport. Oh, look where Charlie is. Charlie's at the Tampa Theater, probably talking about the movie that Ian's going to be in.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Isn't that tonight? The big premiere.
Yeah,
It is.
that is, yeah.
They showed a clip of it before, and it looked very scary. I didn't expect it to be scary. This lady had blood on her face.
Oh yeah,
and then-
yeah. No, it's a scary. I think like some girl disappears. And,
Oh, I
yeah,
don't know.
Grand Hampton, the movie.
Yeah, that's tonight.
anthology.
They that theater is one of the most beautiful places in all of Tampa. If you've not been in there, the Tampa Theater is just gorgeous.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's weird. It's hard to take comedians in there seriously because it's such a nice place, and they're up there being silly, and you're like,
Right.
how is this too? And they show movies there too. So I always want to go see The Godfather in a movie theater. One day I'll get to do that.
They
I-
played there a lot, actually.
I saw David Spade was the last thing I saw there. David
Oh,
Spade
really?
was at the Tampa Theater. Yeah.
That seems like it works. I've done everything. I've gone there to watch comedians. I've hosted things on that stage before, and just the there's when you're on stage, there's a clock. You know how they'll give you a light, so you know how the light and the clock are on stage at your feet level. And I didn't know. And the whole time I'm up there, I was interviewing Karate Kid Ralph Macchio, and they were like, at like 45 minutes, we'll give you the light, but you could look at the clock. And I was like, cool. I didn't see the light, and I didn't even notice the clock because it was at foot level. I didn't know. I'm like, thank God my gut just told me it's about an hour. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of there.
I'm surprised more comics don't film their specials there because it looks so cool.
I think Matt Fernandez did his there.
Did he really?
I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But then, of course, Bert played there before he played the Emily Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think Mark Norman's going there next.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'll see Mark Norman this week on the Burt Cruise, or next week. Mark Norman, Jim Norton, Big J. Okerson. I'm trying to think of the guys that'll be good to be on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Miss Pat's going.
Miss Pat will be there. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I told Spanish, if Spanish goes, to have all the equipment ready for us to record. So
what is what's the plan? I'm assuming that Spanish is not going to be able to go. I'm just thinking, it's,
Joe, what are you hearing?
What 9 days, whatever? All of a sudden he's going to get totally clear and healthy and stuff.
And lock himself in a room with me
Right.
So what, a week from tomorrow, right?
It's a week from
from
Yeah.
Friday.
From Friday. You leave, but
Yeah.
I told Galvin we have to be on the ship by 1:30, and it cuts it pretty close. So I don't want to take off that day. So we're gonna work, and then we'll probably leave right after news, and then we'll head on out of here from here right after news.
On
And then I
Friday?
think- yeah, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. We should be there fine.
Oh, man.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
Let's just
saying?
say-
Listen, I'm fine with doing that because
Yeah.
we were talking about Dizzy coming in, then Carmen coming here, whatever this that, and we're fine doing that. Last 2 hours, you are cutting it close. If there's any traffic
If
or
there's-
anything like that, you're screwed.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So what should we do?
Leave earlier.
Okay.
I mean,
Leave the day before.
That's what I'm saying though. I mean, do
I
you
mean,
guys
or-
want me to do that? I don't want to put you guys in a bad spot. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take 3 days off. You know what I mean? It's already now. So now, when we go on the Calta cruise, we podcast so that between the most listened to hour on the show is between 7 and 8. So we podcast an hour each day. So from 7 to 8, it's live. You'll get a new show live from the cruise. So I'm hoping to be able to have enough material to support an hour on Monday and Tuesday of the following week while we're out. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know necessarily that these comedians are being paid to be on the ship and do comedy and all that are also going to want to do podcasts. But then again, that's kind of what they do on these ships. So if I can grab them, I'll grab them. And my room is right by their room, so it should be pretty easy. And we'll have it all set up so they can come in, sit down, we'll BS for an hour, and then we'll
and
let
from
them
what
go.
I hear, you're gonna have plenty of space.
We have plenty of Spanish. Especially with Spanish. Huh?
Yeah, I was going to say, so back to my original question is, so if Spanish is out, Spanish is just out. Is anybody else going? Or
So right now it's me,
right?
Joey, my son Joey,
Yeah.
Pap,
Who
Spanish.
is signed up.
Is signed up and ready to go.
Signed up, confirmed.
Yeah.
and Tom.
Surprised.
Tom's
Right.
going out too. So we have 5 of us.
Oh, so yeah. So if you lose Spanish, it's not like the room went to waste or anything.
Oh no. Because right now it was Spanish and Joe were sharing a room.
Right.
And
you
then-
so you actually added Tom after the
room.
fact, whatever. So yeah, if Spanish doesn't go, then there's 4 of you.
Is Carmen still on the wait list?
Yeah. Wait. You know who my son did not want Tom to go.
Oh, really?
I don't, because he cannot. He likes Tom. Don't get me wrong. He cannot visualize. In his head, all he sees is a small room, and he was like, "How are we going to put another person in the room?" I go, "Joey, we have a room that has 3 bedrooms in it. You have your own room. You're going to be able to sleep in your own room with a door that closes." And he goes, "Yeah, but I just think, where's Tom going to sleep?" I go, "I don't know, one of the 8 couches that we have."
Has he been on one of the cruises where you had a suite?
Yes. Yeah. He
and
just
so
doesn't. Well,
do you
'cause-
say times that by 3?
Yeah, but
you know?
when we go on the cruises, him and my nephew Charlie get their own room.
they have their own room.
So
Oh,
they're used
gotcha.
to being in a smaller room.
Gotcha.
You know. Anyway, I'm very much looking forward to this. I was not before, but I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be great. I think that. What are you about? You still think I'm not going to go?
Listen, I think. Oh yeah, there's a chance you're not
The
going.
fact that you're leaving like
Yeah,
with
exactly.
minutes to spare.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel like you're setting yourself up
You're
for
driving
failure.
from here to Miami.
It's a lose for me. If I say, well, I'm taking off Friday, so I go, "Oh, you took off Friday." I don't know what to do.
Well, maybe since you guys are going on the cruise with Bert and stuff, maybe we replay the Bert interview, for part of the show, or do
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
Something Bert oriented.
I mean, I don't know how Bert doesn't just send the private jet for you guys and just send you down. As much as the jet's just flying around town.
Can I just tell you that his people did call me and they were like, "Hey, we have transfers to the ship," and I go, "We don't need it." I should have just listened to her. She would have been like, "We're picking you up at the Tampa airport, flying you down."
You can be down there in 30 minutes.
but
What if-
also,
I don't know if his parents are going. What if he's like, "Why don't you just ride in the jet with my parents?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I can't get Bert on the phone anymore, so I can't even ask him these questions.
What about his assistant?
I don't know. I text him one day about something, and he wrote me back immediately. He's like, "Yes, totally know that. I want to do that." Blah blah blah. Then I said, "Okay, cool. Give me the information." Never heard back from him. Then I had to ask him something else. 2 days later, I text him again. Nothing. Later on in the day, I just kind of emphasized the text. Nothing. Yesterday, I FaceTimed him. Nothing. I went, "Oh man, we are done."
You sure you got a room?
I mean, I got a room. I just don't know if they're going to be like, "Mr. Kreischer is 2 rooms down. Please don't bother. The man outside the door will tell you where to go."
Right.
I mean, right now, if you were to leave right now, it's 5 hours and 20 minutes
To the port.
to the port.
Yeah, 5 hours and 20 minutes.
That's what it says.
And traffic and stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's.
Oh man.
You'd have to leave before news, Michael. That'd pick you up an extra hour.
man.
So-
we might as well leave. We might as well leave at the crack of dawn.
Right. Yeah. So, Carmen, you just have the best stuff ready for Friday?
Oh, then we have 3 best ofs
I mean,
in one
listen,
week.
You're taking. I mean,
I'm
we're
here, yeah.
But,
I don't know. Then everybody yells at me. Don't ever put Johnny B on
they're gonna
again.
yell at you either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that we discussed this on the show.
Well, I mean, look.
All
Honestly,
business on air.
this
Yeah,
is
of
the
course.
best way for the listeners to realize what we go through when we're trying to do this stuff.
100%. I agree totally.
I don't. There
I don't
is
know if you have to do
nobody.
the voices.
There is nobody that they like that fills in for us. And I'm telling you, I like Johnny B. I like Mo. I like Mike Olivero. I like them all. If I didn't, I wouldn't trust them with the show. But there'll be a bunch of people that are like, "Oh, I like to have it live. I like when Mike Olivero fills in." Then 100 emails. Don't do a live show. Best of or nothing. So I don't know where to go. I don't
But
know.
also, if we're in full effect and you're out, and it's me and Gio and Spanish and Pap
Right.
and Carmen and everybody
That's
here,
all different.
That's fine, whatever. But it would literally be me, Gio, and Carmen.
So you're
which-
saying that people are fine with me being gone?
yeah,
they're
yeah,
not-
they're totally
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
As long as I'm here, they're cool.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that
A lot of
seems
people
to-
say we did great when you were not
Yeah.
here.
We got a lot of high
I
fives.
encourage you guys to go get your own show. Me and Dizzy will take over this one.
Don't listen to him, Michael.
I'm not Joe. I know where the loyalty lies.
That's right.
Some of you.
My left hand is itchy.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
Stroke.
You got
No,
money?
You got
money. It means money coming
Money's coming.
Oh, I thought Spanish disease.
in. That could be.
Does the word
Spores.
pustule mean anything?
My
to
right
you?
hand is numb. What does that mean?
Say
My left arm is tingling.
Is it hot in here?
You know what my grandmother used to say? When you step in dog crap, that means you're going to win money.
Yeah. My grandmother used to bet on the horses that would take a big dump before they run.
yeah, they're
you know
lighter.
you know how good you feel afterwards.
Yeah. You're lighter.
your grandmother took a big dump and she's like, I feel great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Now when I finally race Mike, you'll know.
You gotta.
Oh, I'm going to crap right on the lawn before we run.
If I'm not there at the start, you know why.
Who was the guy that he does all the videos where he goes, "Psst."
Yeah,
Oh,
that guy was
yeah.
a studio head.
I saw a video of him the other day, and he was like working out like outside and just being so annoying. He's wearing the Cosby sweater and stuff, and he's all bowed up like this, and he goes, "Watch where you're going. I'm not moving." Whatever, doing that, whatever. But then some guy comes walking with the dog, and he goes, "That your dog do that?" And pointed to some poop, whatever. And the guy goes, "No." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm just asking. You got dog? There's dog poop over there." And the guy goes, "Did you do it?" And he goes, "Did I poop over there? No." But it was just so dumb.
That guy was funny. Like
he-
he's the one. He came in here one time and that was good enough.
Right, but he is also one of those ones that I should hate,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
for some reason he makes
No,
me
he's
laugh.
pretty funny.
Yeah,
he's pretty
he
funny.
does a good job. And when he talks gibberish to people, you can't understand a word that he's saying, and they'll go up to like car shows. You got 450 on Saturday, and they're like, "What are you talking? You got 450 on Saturday?" Yeah, he's funny.
Do you know that I'm very cautious to make sure that people don't feel like I know that I'm intimidating looking, so I don't make sure that I'm talking to people that don't make them feel bad or nervous, because people get nervous talking, and I mean just strangers, you know. They'll be like, "Do you know?" And I'll go, "What?" And they'll back up all the time because I'm a big guy, and if you don't know me, you don't know if I'm aggressive or not.
face.
Yeah, but when people do that to me and they talk German, they go, "Do you know this?" I always go, "What are you saying?" It confuses me so bad, and then they jump back. Well, anyway, all right, we'll figure it out. We'll get something going for the Friday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. But you guys don't want to miss Tuesday. It's Halloween.
What?
Come in costume.
Yeah, I got my costume all worked out.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's called absent.
Invisible Man.
ghost.
We should all go with Spanish. Take off.
Oh,
Is he all booked?
He's not going.
I was on the registration last night, and when I logged off, I had a green check mark. You had a green check mark. Joey had a green check mark, and nobody else did.
Carmen, will you call him real quick?
Oh man,
Yeah, let's get him on the phone.
this is the first time we've heard from him in weeks.
That's true.
No, why?
You have?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've all texted
yeah.
with him. We're talking about on air.
In my head, he's gone. I've already thinking about who could take this place.
Is he?
Dizzy would easily slide. We wouldn't. Everybody would be like, "Oh, that's bad." 2 days later, they'd be like, "Dizzy."
Upgrade.
We just called Disney Spanish. Like nobody even knows.
That's a little racist.
Probably
We do.
finally
Call
get the
him
Marconi.
Spizzy.
Skeezy. Skeezy.
He's not awake.
How are things at Spore Island? He better be awake.
No, he's not awake.
Joe, you think he's awake? All he does is sleep.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's not listening to the show.
Who walks your dog? Who walks your dog, Joe?
Me. I take him out back every day, and I walk him around the block once.
How's he been? Nice, calm.
He's been great.
Okay,
You know.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. I'm.
Oh wow.
He may have passed. Is he alone?
Yeah. From.
But also,
yeah.
I have to imagine that Spanish is not sleeping normal
He's not.
hours. You know what I
He's
mean? Like
definitely
he's
not.
probably up and
Yeah.
awake and feet bleeding.
That's why I
and
thought
all
he'd be
that
up
stuff.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
but who knows? He may have been up until 5 this morning and then finally got to
Right.
sleep.
Right. I mean,
There's all sorts of conspiracy theories that Spanish is suspended or he's in trouble for something. I don't know on what show you think we wouldn't tell you that. We'd hide that from you. We'd be like, "Oh yeah," or we'd at least allude to it if we weren't allowed to say it. He's sick. He's gross.
I think it's all his conspiracy theories. Somebody gave him the
Poisoned him.
yeah.
Yeah.
He knew too much.
Remember that was it Ukrainian or Russian leader that they gave him the poison?
Yep.
His face
They're all
totally
gray.
changed. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was so gross.
I don't. Let me
So
tell you,
weird.
the one thing I did that Spanish told me to do, and I there's even a video on our Instagram of us talking about me not understanding it, but I still did it. I bought I invested in gold. I bought gold stock, and it's skyrocketing now compared to what I bought it at because of all the stuff that's going on.
Sure.
So I also follow that Unusual Whales, which is an Instagram account that follows what politicians are investing in.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Right before the Israel bombings, there was a bunch of Congress people who bought. I think it was General Dynamics, one of the warmongering companies, that makes all the weapons and stuff. So I got in and I bought a bunch of it right there that day, and sure enough, taking off.
Yeah, because that took off whenever the guy just followed what Pelosi was doing and invested what she invested in and made so much money.
Unbelievable.
That should be so illegal.
So illegal. Yeah.
So weird. It's 7:35. We haven't even started news. Should we take a break and come back and start it?
Let's take off.
No. Let's take a quick break,
Sorry.
and we'll come back and get right into the news next on 102.5 The Bone. It is 7:44 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Will Faith No More action. I want to remind you that my guy Will from Shark Coast Tactical, he is going back to the gun shows. He's trying to get the Shark Coast Tactical brand out to the people who can't get to Shark Coast. And this Saturday, Will's guy Pierce is taking all the best deals from Shark Coast Tactical and headed to the Tampa Gun Show. They'll have a limited supply of the new Shark Coast Midnight AR-15. It's a special edition, custom-built Shark Coast manufactured AR that's only available at the shows, and they're priced to move. So if you always wanted one, you can go there and get a great deal on it. If you haven't made it to Shark Coast yet, you don't want to miss them this Saturday at the Tampa Gun Show. And when they come to your town, you can go see them in their store for the Trijicon and Surefire Day, which is Saturday the 28th. There'll be tons of prizes, killer giveaways, special offers, with rebates galore. And the shop is open, slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, and open online 24/7. At sharkcoasttactical.com. It is worth the drive out there to Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota, but you'll have an opportunity in Tampa to see them at the Tampa Gun Show this Saturday. Stop by and see Pierce. He'll be over there. Tell him you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. It is sharkcoasttactical.com. We are running super behind, and we got a lot to do today. We got to finish news, we got an open letter, and we're doing Under Oath. So let's get right into it. News with Galvin. Here we go. God damn you, Joe. Blowing my nose.
Got you sick.
You got me, you son of a bitch.
Spore
Doing it over the weekend.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. If you have not heard yet, well, I'm going to tell you right now. You can save some money, have some fun, get some shoes, all at Pelt Shoes, because they have their new loyalty program, the Pelt Perks program, that's happening, where you can get yourself some points that you can redeem for cash off your next purchase. So, of course, you can go in there and save some money by whispering my name, Galvin. Well, now whenever you go in there, you're going to get $5 off your first purchase. And when you whisper my name, Galvin, you're going to also get 25 points automatically deposited into your Pelts Perks account. So you're going to stop at the Pelt Shoes, get some perfect fitting shoes. Also, save yourself some money. Pelt Shoes, get them at Pelts.
Halloween, you walk in and you go, we're so dumb.
A massive blast rocked the Gaza City hospital, packed with wounded and other Palestinians seeking shelter on Tuesday, killing hundreds of people. The Hamas-run health ministry said Hamas blamed an Israel airstrike, but while the Israeli military blamed a rocket misfired by other Palestinian militants. At least 500 people were killed, the ministry said, as rage spread through the region.
Because does anybody believe that? So a hospital was struck and killed, 500 people are dead, and normally a hospital isn't something that you would shoot at, and it's where sometimes the enemy goes to hide out because they know that hospitals are usually off limits. So Israel sees the hospital, knows there might be people in there, blows it off the face of the earth, destroys the whole thing, kills 500 people. But that would look terrible. So then they go, no, it wasn't us. Turns out Hamas shot themselves, or whoever it was, Palestinian rebels shot it, and they got their own hospital by accident. And everybody goes, oh, silly.
Well, what the story
I don't believe any of that.
What
nonsense.
the story
Yeah.
is that Hamas fired a missile that misfired and hit the
Right.
hospital.
What is the
Yeah. That's what the story
or
is.
Or did Israel say we're going to do the same thing they did to us, blow up a hospital, kill a bunch of people, and then just say, "Oh no, that wasn't us." And then they showed Netanyahu, and he's like, "We don't think that was ours. We don't think." Like, oh, how do you not know? I don't believe any. Believe both sides. Listen, the atrocities are terrible, and what the Hamas people did to the Jews, to the Israeli people by killing old people and beheading and kidnapping all these people and holding on is horrible. And the only way to counter strike that is to do more horrible things. But do we want to become that as a society where now that's just going back and forth? We have no choice. So what they do is they do it and then they lie about it. And the fact is that we're only depending on the information that we get. We have no way to verify it. So we just go, oh, well, they didn't even do it. It wasn't even them that blew up the hospital. I don't believe it for a second.
With President Joe Biden heading to the Mideast in hopes of stopping the war from spreading.
And can I ask you that right now? Why is that necessary? Why would we send our leader of this country over to a war zone that is so hectic it's blowing up hospitals by accident? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me, unless you're trying to get a guy killed before an election.
Or unless we have a lot of money involved in this.
Still, you don't send the top guy.
Well, I don't think they're sending him in the actual war zone.
It doesn't matter. It's like if there's well, you're saying like if there's a problem in D.C. and they send him to Miami. Like, it's just far away from it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
We've got aircraft carriers and stuff that are over there.
It's so hectic right now. I wouldn't put that guy in.
Yeah.
Why would we send him to the war?
At the same time, people are like, how come the president's not doing anything? So it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
I think sending over the world's biggest aircraft carrier and other aircraft carriers and military and rocket refuels and all that other stuff, I think that's the sign that he's doing something. I think that's enough. I just never understood that, why the main guy has to go over there and risk everything, unless you're trying to get him killed.
And I'm saying this about any president. It's always that one side saying he's not doing anything, and the other president, he's doing everything.
Yeah, no. Wait, well, look, when the president shows up to a war-torn area during Christmas time for the troops, that's different. When he sneaky gets in, shows up, shake hands, says hi to everybody, and then sneaky gets out. I've been watching this documentary that they have on, I think it's Netflix, about Air Force One. Air Force One's pretty solid. Like, I don't think you have anything to worry about. But then there's Air Force One, the decoy. You don't even really know which one he's on. He may not even be on either one of them. You don't know what's going on. But the idea is that if they have to get him in there, they'll get him in there with no problem.
I think with like Biden or Trump or Obama or whoever, it's all just optics. It's not even. I don't even think it's even doing anything. It's literally just optics. It's what you. It's for to visually see that something's being done.
Well, Jordan's foreign minister said his country canceled a regional summit scheduled for today where Biden was to meet with Jordan's King Abdullah II and the Palestinian president and the president of Egypt. So they said that it's actually canceled. So.
Well, he's still over there.
Canceled.
Yeah.
Some of the footage is just crazy. It's like going all over social media. It's hard to like not see it.
Oh, yeah.
And
you can't get away from it.
I mean, it is just brutal.
How about this? This is crazy. The remains of at least 189 decaying bodies were found and removed from a Colorado funeral home, up from about 115 reported when the bodies were discovered 2 weeks ago. The remains were found by authorities responding to a report of a foul odor at the Return to Nature funeral home inside the decrepit building in the small town of Penrose, Colorado. Efforts to identify the remains began last week with help from the FBI. The FBI team that gets deployed to mass casualty events like airline crashes. The discovery came after the owners of the funeral home missed tax payments in recent months.
Oh, they just left them there?
Got evicted from the properties and sued for unpaid bills by a crematory that quit doing business with them almost a year ago.
Oh, that's so funny.
So
they
they
just got
had
it piling up?
189 bodies in the building just decaying.
Oof.
Yeah, like you don't tell somebody, you don't do something about that. You just go, oh, well, I guess we're done.
My old girlfriend, her father was a scientist, and he owned a company that basically was like a science lab, not with bottles and all that stuff, but they did testing and all that. And they had like a warehouse office. And all of a sudden, some stuff was leaking under one of the walls, some liquid from the place next door. And they went to the place next door and told them, and it was they would take bodies there like before they went to the crematorium, and they would gut them and do all that stuff, and the liquid was leaking under there. Time to move.
Yeah. The Phillies crushed the Diamondbacks 10-0 and now lead the National League Championship Series 2-0.
Phillies are a pretty good team. Also, nobody cares about baseball.
No?
Thank you.
Don't want baseball? Care more about baseball or WNBA?
I gotta tell you, it's pretty close right now for me. Yeah.
Go
Let's go,
Sparks.
At least there's-
Let's go Aces.
At least I could bang somebody in the WNBA.
Ace up.
Yeah. More than the baseball.
Yeah.
True.
This is sad. For 37 years, Showtime Championship Boxing has televised some of the biggest fights in the sport, but Showtime will exit boxing programming at the end of 2023.
Smart move. Nobody watches it.
Showtime, nobody watches it. Meanwhile, it's making millions.
No, but
and
nobody
millions
watches it
and
unless
millions
it's
of dollars.
a
Yeah.
major pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Showtime will continue to air and support the remaining 2023 boxing slate and honor obligations through the end of the year. We want to express our deepest gratitude to our employees who have contributed to award-winning sports programming over multiple decades. Al Heyman's PBC has an exclusive deal with Showtime and has been the main provider of fights on the network since 2013. That included the sport's top star at the time, Floyd Mayweather. PBC is exploring broadcast deals with Amazon Prime Video and DAZN, which has a partnership with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing and Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. So basically, Showtime said, "Hey, thanks for all your good work, guys. You're out.
You're out."
They're just all
Yeah.
done."
Well, because really, think about it, nobody's watching it. Like the only time I'll watch a boxing match, if it doesn't have a name in it, like a Fury or something, is when you tell me, hey, you should watch this match, or my dad calls me and says, there's two Mexican guys beating the hell out of each other on Showtime right now. It's the only way I watch it.
That's the thing is, listen, I know that it's not the NFL or anything, but I watch boxing a lot. Your dad watches boxing.
Right.
I mean, there are people that watch it. And yes, of course, pay-per-view, the main events get bigger draws than, just something that's on Friday night or whatever. But
I just can't imagine that that's drawing enough people in on Showtime for them to say, we need to keep doing this.
I feel like a lot of the fighters too now just they promote the fights on their own, and they're kind of going around Showtime and just doing it.
But that's the thing is they're doing it well. Like Jake Paul's doing it, doing deals with DAZN or doing whatever. But a lot of them will have their own promotion company. But then to be televised, they'll have Showtime.
Yeah.
Which Showtime did a lot of the pay-per-views, but they're not going to be doing those anymore. So now you have HBO is gone.
Yeah.
HBO Boxing, which was a stronghold for such a long time. Showtime. Now they're not even going to be doing the pay-per-views on Showtime.
Yeah.
Any of that stuff. So yeah,
I think with the internet though, it doesn't even
That's
matter
the thing,
anymore.
and we really haven't figured out, like, for the most part, people can't figure out but aren't using the internet on TV as easy as it is to do.
Yeah.
So when now these companies that are broadcasting in one-offs and just doing, hey, we're live from this event, you can just go watch it on your TV now. You can shoot it from your phone to the TV if you had to.
Now currently face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, who's on his way out. He's getting older and stuff, but he had I believe the deal with Showtime, or maybe no, he's actually with DAZN. So yeah, you can have these bigger fighters that go, listen, I want to put on a fight and make a deal with a network.
They probably make more money that way too.
Right? Yeah.
Nobody's doing it better than Oscar De La Hoya. Because he is Holly Saunders. That's the only reason why I don't care what. I don't care if he ever does it. As long as I get to see her on there, I'm very happy.
But who's the next big thing coming up that to be excited about?
Jake Paul.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I don't know if it's a problem, but
Well, it's interesting because those are fights, and a lot of people are like, I'm not going to pay for that, and I don't know what they're doing as far as the pay-per-views.
Well,
how much they're
kind of gimmick fights. They're not
right. But it gets people who are watching it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not paying for that. I'm not going to pay, $75 or $90 or whatever it is for those fights. But
I like watching those guys just to see what's going to happen. I'm not knocking them.
Yeah.
But they're gimmick fights. It's not. I don't know.
I'd rather watch the gimmick fights.
Yeah, but you do have a lot of good fighters out there. Terrence Crawford is a great fighter. You have some of these younger guys that are going to be the next ones. But then you have Tyson Fury fighting Francis Ngannou, which is the heavyweight champion fighting a heavyweight UFC guy.
Right. Right.
So that's just it's becoming more and more of those type of fights.
It's Hulk Hogan fighting Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Thunderlips.
Yeah, Thunderlips, yeah. The Ultimate Man versus Ultimate Meatball.
Of all the names, Thunderlips is what they've settled upon.
That's a good one, though, right? That's a good one.
I like Thunderlips.
Yeah.
I like that better than Hulk Hogan.
We talked about this a little bit yesterday with the flag football and stuff, and we said, it might be an Olympic sport. And what about getting some of the guys, that are retired that can still play because it's flag football and they're not going to get injured, but still have the speed or have the different stuff? I said Dan Marino could probably still whip a football.
Randy Moss can still catch it above everybody else.
Right, and he's got such a quick release and stuff, and all you're doing is pulling a flag off of him.
Yeah.
Well, Tom Brady said on his podcast that he believes too many flags are being thrown in the NFL, and the game is becoming less physical, so much that he believes a different kind of flag may be coming soon, which is flag football.
Oh, no.
He said it may. Well, think about how much it has changed since like the 80s, where you could just drill guys, and people used to get so excited when somebody would go out for a ball and somebody would come and just smash their lights out.
Yeah.
I feel in the last 5 years it's changed tremendously.
In the last 5 years, for sure.
There's sometimes they throw these flags on like unnecessary roughness, and it is like absurd. If guys come even close to hitting a quarterback, it's instant flag.
Right, yeah.
Where they used to just destroy them.
You run through with all your force to get through Vita Vea, and you bust through, and then there's Baker Mayfield, and he throws the ball, but your momentum's already going, and you just touch him with your palms, and they give you a flag.
Yeah, like how are you supposed to stop yourself in midair?
Any hit that looks violent, they will flag now. Even if it's like,
I don't even think it has to look violent. I think if they have any contact at all, they're ready to give it to him.
even if by rule they're not hitting the head, it's
They
with the shoulder.
Yeah,
and
even
everything.
if they shoulder, yeah. If it's a good hit,
But if it
it's a
looks
solid
violent, they throw the flag no
They'll
matter
call
what.
it.
There was that game that hit on Sunday where he smashed him with the shoulder, and they called it, and then they took it back.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just-
that was
it's crazy.
That was not a penalty.
Yeah,
there was
no.
nothing wrong there.
hit. There was one, I think it was Monday Night Football, where the guy was going out of bounds, but he had both feet in bounds, so the guy could hit him, and he did, and he knew it, whatever. And they were like, "Oh, that should be a flag. That should be a flag." And then they looked at it again. They're like, "No, that's not a flag. He knows what he's doing. He's
Right.
allowed to hit him like that. If he has 1 foot going out of bounds and you hit him, then you're going to get called for a personal foul."
Remember when Sapp hit that guy on Green Bay?
Oh, yeah.
It was that the guy wasn't paying attention, and Sapp hit him and knocked him into the hospital, and then the coach went after Sapp after the game.
Yeah.
I was right there.
I think
was
Sapp's
right
like,
there on the sideline.
Put a helmet on or
Yeah,
something.
Sapp. So we're walking off with Sapp. Sapp comes jogging by. We're walking with Zach, who is a PR guy, and the coach went up to Sapp, and Sapp told him, "Put a helmet on. Until you've played this game and put a helmet on, don't even talk to me."
That was
True.
Mike Sherman.
Yep. It was, and Pete and I are right there. A lot of times when you watch that footage of like a documentary or whatever, you can see the two of us in the background. We're like, "Oh boy."
Yeah.
A 55-year-old guy in Arkansas got caught with meth after a cop saw him in his parked car outside a storage facility. Noticed the car was rocking back and forth. Found him inside. Found him inside the car, getting it on with a stuffed animal. Oh.
I mean, you want to bag a stuffed animal, you don't do it in a car.
You did take him to a nice hotel?
You got to take it to dinner first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Little romance, you know.
I mean, anybody that's doing it with a stuffed animal in a car just wants to be seen.
And you're on meth. And,
Do we know what kind of animal?
No, it just says stuffed animal.
I think it's important what kind of animal.
Yeah.
What kind of stuffed animal?
Yeah.
Oh, I would. If I was going to bang someone, it'd be not a real animal. It'd be like a unicorn.
Yeah.
I need to have something that doesn't really exist, or else I just go get the real animal.
Can't
Right.
talk. A family in North Carolina is upset after their loved one's body was mistaken for a Halloween decoration and left outside for days. A lawn care worker actually saw the body and just mowed around it, thinking that it was a prop for
Right.
Halloween.
Yeah, what happened? He just passed out on the lawn?
I guess, yeah, died out on the lawn somehow, whether they were doing something, going out to get the mail or whatever, and fell over, and people were like, "Oh, cool,
That looks
Halloween."
awesome.
Is it just that, or were there some spider webs up there? Like, if you just have a dead body,
Right.
you can't assume that. My neighbor, one of my neighbors down the block, has this pretty elaborate Halloween thing of where I guess they were remulching, so all the mulch is gone, so they just have big brown dirt pits around their house.
Yeah.
So instead of fixing it right away, they put a couple of skeletons with rakes and made it like they did it.
Ah, that's funny.
I'm like, oh, that's pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say put like tombstones and
Well, I mean, it's so funny because you're like, where'd all their mulch go? And then you see the skeletons with the rakes, and you're like, I get it. All right, I like it.
There's one person on my block. They have one of those like 15-foot skeleton things.
Oh, yeah, that you get from Lowe's or
it's-
Home Depot or whatever.
It's huge.
So we were talking about you guys running and how far you could run and do all that stuff. The New York Post claims there's a new trend of people jogging or running through airports. not because they're late for a flight or anything, just doing it for exercise.
I know people do that in the malls.
Yeah, good place to run is the airport.
The malls are closing down now. There's not a whole lot of malls out there anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can still walk Gulfview Square Mall. It's the
Yeah.
only thing they do inside that place.
Which is crazy to me because if you're going to go and walk or do anything, wouldn't you want to be outside?
No.
I
I mean,
would.
air conditioning.
Oh,
I want to be able to look at people.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather be inside. And then I want to run on that moving sidewalk so I feel like I'm super fast.
And but you look all weird while you're in there walking and doing it and stuff. And
I can't believe you guys can't think I can't run to the stop sign.
What?
we'll see.
I'm going to.
We'll see.
What have you done athletically that would lead us to believe you would be
What
capable?
in your
of-
background?
Let me just tell you something. I walked a marathon in Dallas. When I went to Dallas a couple weeks ago, they kept lying to me. I go, what exit does the shuttle at? And they're like 17. I got to 17 and like 21. They're like, no, that's a 3. I went back to 3. I went about 30 miles that day walking around. It ruined my feet. But I can run.
Definitely didn't do 30 miles.
All right.
Probably like 28.
No,
Like
probably not. Not even
60 yards.
Well,
to the stop sign.
I'm running that stop sign. I'm going to high five it, smash you in the face.
We have a new world record. There is a new world's hottest pepper. It is called Pepper X or Pepper 10. I'm not sure. Pepper X, let's say. It's been around for years, but Guinness finally weighed in on it. So the old record was the Carolina Reaper.
Yep.
And on the Scoville units, it's 1.6 million. This new one, the Pepper X, is 2.69 million Scoville units. Yeah.
Is there anything that makes you want to try that? I
No.
know, Joe, you probably do.
yeah, but I mean, when it gets to be too hot and there's no flavor,
Yeah.
you're just torturing yourself.
Yeah,
You know, it
and
has to
that's
taste
why
good.
I said get ready, idiots, because there's going to be people trying this and testing it and smoking it in a bong
Yeah.
and doing
Well,
everything else.
The one chip challenge thing they stopped doing because
Yeah.
they claimed that kids were dying from
Right?
it.
Yeah, I don't want my kids
Yeah,
to do
your
that.
body can't handle that
No,
stuff.
no.
You know?
My son came home a couple of weeks ago and he's like, this chip, this challenging. And like, we have the chip and this jerk off's going to eat it. And I go, no, not in my house.
Yeah.
I don't want any of these
Nope.
kids eating chips in my house and
No.
dying. Get out.
Carmen, we have 2 different national days that both go along with you.
Oh, National Mock Your Boss Day.
All right.
Today is National Mashed Potatoes Day.
All right.
Today is also Happy National No Beard Day.
No beard?
Yeah.
Oh.
Carmen shaves right into her mashed potatoes. And then she eats it. Yep.
Right.
That's how she makes that's the special
Yep.
ingredient in her mashed potatoes.
Ew, gross.
Nice garnish.
What are those, chives? Nope.
Nope.
Beard.
Chives.
Ugh. So gross.
Okay.
Goodwill just released a survey where 59% of people said that rising cost meant that they're more likely to create a DIY costume this year rather than just grabbing one from a store or online or something. 70% of them said they prefer to shop for the costume in person. And if you're looking to save some money, thrift stores are a popular option. I got to be honest with you. There's a lot of times where we've had Halloween stuff and I go to a thrift store and I have to remember that people are actually in there
I know. Buy
buying
real clothes.
regular clothes. Although you can find some great deals. You can find some stuff for sure, whatever. But I'm like, who would wear this? And then you hold it up and some guy's wearing it. And you're like, oh, sorry.
That's pretty sad.
Sorry, Bill. Didn't mean that. 30% of people say they're planning on a pop culture inspired costume. 28% say something classic like a witch or a zombie, vampire, something like that. 23% said they have a unique, one-of-a-kind costume. And overall, 81% of people plan to celebrate Halloween this year, even if it's just giving out candy to trick-or-treaters or decorating at home or, going to a party or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know who will be here. I know we'll have candy either way. We'll leave it outside. They got some of the most honest kids. They just come and they take a few. They don't take the whole bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be coming back from the cruise, and my daughter goes to a different neighborhood with my wife. They go to my brother-in-law's neighborhood just because they really celebrate. It's easy to walk to all the houses there.
Yeah, my wife and son set up in the driveway, and they like to give out the candy and do that stuff while I sleep.
Yeah, I like that too.
And my wife puts a pink tutu on her husky.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe I'll stop by your house.
yeah.
Hey, but the good thing for me is the next day, November 1st, it's Christmas time, baby.
Yeah, start Christmas.
As soon as Halloween's gone, next day, Christmas.
Yeah, Thanksgiving though.
Yeah, but it's a combo to me. It It goes Thanksgiving, Christmas. I have no problem at all being celebrated together. You go brown, then red and green. You know.
Either way, you're getting a cinnamon broom.
I already got my hay outside. Oh, I got a cinnamon broom in the garage.
Yeah, nice.
I got my hay outside for Halloween, and Soph will take the pumpkins away, and there's Thanksgiving hay.
I was at Sam's Club. They already have Christmas trees and Christmas decorations and all that stuff.
I mean, I am going on. Geez, I'm trying to think of it. It's got to be 15 years, maybe more, of my Christmas tree that I bought after Christmas at a Kmart. That's how long ago it was. And it's a Jacqueline Smith, who was in Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Jacqueline Smith line
she's
of
big in
Christmas
Kmart.
tree, whatever. But I bought, it's a fake one, but I've been using it. It looks great. It still looks great. Every year I put it away, take it back out. I'm like, it still looks good.
Does it have lights already on it?
It has lights already on it, but they're colored lights, and I prefer white lights, so I have white lights for it.
Excellent. Yeah.
White lights. White lights. White lies, vision, dreams of passion.
I wonder when Soph will make this place look like a goddamn Christmas wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
Carmen used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Now we got Soph. Soph already came in with the Christmas balls. They're all ready to go.
remember when she had the liquor tree, Joe?
I'm looking forward to the
Joe
liquor
drank
tree.
the liquor tree.
Yes, I did.
Hey, so I got two things to ask. Joe,
Yes,
you
Mike.
were a bourbon guy.
Yeah.
You too,
yeah.
Gio, or no?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people buy those and collect those.
Mhm.
So I got offered to collaborate with a company to make a Mike Calta show bourbon.
Please, Michael, let's do this.
Well, it's a really good bourbon. Like, it's an established company, so it's not like just some guys that made it in their bathtub, you know. But how much do you buy how much does a good bottle of bourbon go for?
a $7.50 is probably going to run you $30.
Oh,
depending.
see, that's
you know,
why.
No.
25.
A good bottle of
Yeah.
bourbon,
Yeah.
He's saying a good bottle
Oh,
of bourbon.
okay. Well,
The only
probably
way to
about 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know if that's going to work out. The only way to do this is to make this for like $100 a bottle, and I can't imagine anybody paying for $100
like
a bottle.
Pig Whistle
Yeah.
is
Whistle
like
Pig.
is,
Yeah.
or Whistle Pig. I say that wrong every time. Whistle Pig is like $80.
Yeah. I think their cheapest.
And that's not a big bottle.
Yeah,
either.
that's a $7.50.
yeah, their cheapest bottle is like 50.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a small batch, limited amount. This is it. You buy it one time, you're not getting it
Yeah,
again.
well, I think if it's that, if it's a small batch, it's a, kind of a limited thing, whatever, signed or whatever, doing
Yeah.
something. That's kind of more of a collector's.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't
thank
know
you.
anything about bourbon, but I'm
Mo.
looking at it from a cost perspective.
Mo wastes hundreds and hundreds of dollars on bourbon.
But he is buying top of the line bourbon. He is not buying the Mike Calta show small batch, so I don't know that it's worth it or not.
He doesn't even open them. They're just there.
It'll be
What
worth it,
is
Michael.
what is Mike Allstott? He was doing the thing. It's Yellowstone.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw the pictures.
Is that I don't know? Is that his or
I don't know. I just
I was
saw
waiting for
saw it online.
I was waiting for Kevin Costner to show up or
That'd be
something.
nice.
Joe just wants free booze. That's
Yeah,
why.
of course.
That's not
Yeah.
true.
I'll
That-
test
that's-
them all.
No,
Yeah.
I will test them all, but no, that's not true.
I'm gonna take this bottle, Michael.
I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about doing it for the holidays. If I do, I got to get the orders in now. So I'll make a decision this weekend.
I think it's a great idea.
I'm in.
Thank you.
New Mexico prosecutors on Tuesday said they intended to recharge actor Alec Baldwin with involuntary manslaughter for the fatal shooting of the Rust cinematographer Helena Hutchins in 2021. Not letting this go. Baldwin's case will be brought before a grand jury in mid-November.
Yeah, look, I don't like Alec Baldwin. I do like him as an actor, but he blocked me on Twitter years ago because he said that Daniel Day-Lewis really captured the voice of Lincoln, and I said, "How do you know? Lincoln's been dead for all these years." And anyway, I was making a joke, and he blocked me. He's a sensitive type, so at least I know he read it. But the other thing is that how many times are you going to blame this guy for the same thing? He didn't. He's handed a gun, and that gun is handled by a prop people and given to him, and he did what he was supposed to do. So it was an accident, and he feels awful about it.
Yeah, and they're definitely going after him because he's the name.
But he's
he was
also
producer.
such an anti-gun guy
Yeah.
that I almost am happy that this happened to him so that he can realize that he's the irresponsible gun user.
But I think the big thing is he's a producer of it, and he's part of who hired that person who was not qualified to be doing the stuff.
Right, but they're still trying to get him in jail.
Yeah,
I give him the money, let him pay the money. It was an accident.
Yeah, I think so
Then they
too.
said the production had like cut corners to try and go with like the
Yeah.
cheapest
Yeah.
safety
I
measures
can't believe they're
possible.
still making this movie. Like they went forward with resuming. I just let it go at this
Finish
point.
The Crow.
It's gonna come out for sure.
Yeah, but the Crow is a series they wanted to live on, and they were able to reproduce some scenes with CGI and all that, and they were almost done filming that. This thing here was like a Western that nobody was going to see in the first place.
I can't believe that in 2021, when they're filming this, that they're still using real guns on sets. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense to
shooting
me.
blanks.
Everything that you can do, I mean, they're shooting blanks, but still, that's what killed Brandon Lee was the blank,
Yeah.
the thing, whatever. But, put it in post. Do the thing, bang bang, like what's her name?
I think
what's her name from Star Wars? It kept on going pew pew.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that they want it to be as authentic as possible.
Yeah, but I gotta be honest with you. Everybody shot a cap gun. It's, it makes a noise.
I was in a movie once where a gun was being fired, and it made me very nervous.
Oh boy,
Loud.
I don't want to be involved in that.
Very, very nervous.
How about this? Crazy ass Britney Spears says in her new book that she had an abortion, while she was dating Justin Timberlake.
Oh, she had an abortion. I read the story, but I thought she just lost the baby.
No, says she had an abortion while she was dating Justin Timberlake, and it was his idea. She would have kept it. She says it was, quote, one of the most agonizing things I've ever experienced in my life. So now this doesn't necessarily say that it was his baby. It says she had an abortion while she was dating Justin Timberlake. She didn't say.
Yeah.
I mean, from this article, at least, it doesn't say.
I thought I read that it was his.
It said to believe to
because
be
they said
his.
they did at the time they decided
Exclusive.
both. Yeah.
Did you see what Sam Morril tweeted about this? No. He tweeted out this thing, the headline, whatever, and he goes, "That's what the song Bye 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 is about."
Yikes.
That's great.
Well, I know I had read that Justin Timberlake did not want this to come out, the book. Like apparently they're fighting to get some of the stuff. I'm guessing it was this taken out of the book.
Nobody wants their personal stuff spewed everywhere,
Right.
especially by somebody else who's wielding knives and dancing every day.
Yeah.
You don't want crazy talking about your personal stuff.
They could have had little knife wielding NSYNC babies.
By the way, you want to make this book the #1 seller? Have her read it. Do the audio.
Oh,
book.
yes.
Right?
Yeah,
I would watch that every day. If
Listen
she
up,
just,
y'all. Here's what happened. Justin Timberlake, he said he wanted to bring sexy back.
He brought it back and got me pregnant.
Yeah.
Man.
In what was thought to have been his first public appearance in the UK since being found not guilty of sexual assault charges in a highly publicized London trial, Kevin Spacey received a standing ovation by an audience at Oxford University on Monday after giving a performance as part of a lecture on cancel culture.
Yeah. I mean, look.
He's back!
We're back, baby.
I don't know anything about Kevin Spacey's private life other than the fact that it appears he's probably gay and trying to hide it. And the story about him here with that kid from Rent it doesn't really seem like it's that big of a deal to me. Like, 'cause if you flipped it around and it was an older woman actress going after a younger male actor, we'd all be like, yeah, that's awesome. Right. He didn't try to force the guy.
But how old was the...
He was underage, but he was like 17 and a half. It wasn't like he was 14.
No, I was just,
Yeah. So, and the other thing is, if you're 17 and you're a guy and you're in a play with a woman who is in her 40s and she's an actress, you're in there with what's her name? The hot chick from My Cousin Vinny. She's
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei is 50 years old, and you're in a play with her, and then you get her back to your house to read some lines, and she makes a move on you. That's the best thing that could have ever happened to you. And then also, if you're not into her, you can say, "Hey, thanks, Granny, but I'm not into it." Whereas what this guy did, he made the move. The guy said no, and that was it. It was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he waited for somebody else to say it so that he could jump on top of it.
Well, I can tell you, I don't know anything about Kevin Spacey as far as personal or anything. As far as we talked to his brother.
I said he's got a great brother.
But he is a great actor. He is a great actor. Him in
He
Seven.
acted straight all these years.
Him in Seven. He is so good in there, man. And I love that they don't put his name in the credits in the beginning, so you don't even know that he's in there. And then all of a sudden, when he shows up in the police precinct, whatever, and he goes, "Detectives!" and he's down there, and oh my god, that's so good.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. He makes movies good. He was in a movie called god damn it, I always call it Lamb Gookins. Yeah, The Ref with Dennis Leary.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's a Christmas movie and he and his wife in the movie are constantly fighting and on the verge of getting divorced. And he's great in that movie. He's great in everything.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys ever see 21 where they're counting
Oh, yeah.
cards?
Great in that.
He's awesome there.
Yeah. Which was a real thing, too.
Yeah.
From MIT, yeah. The director of Deadpool 3 will neither confirm nor deny Taylor Swift's involvement in Deadpool 3.
She plays
Razzle.
Razzle, yeah.
Yeah,
That-
which...
To me, that means she's 100% in it.
Well, if
To
she
me-
wasn't, I would say I can't. confirm or deny.
Exactly. He's getting the press from it, talking
Yeah.
about it and stuff. Well, it comes from the rumors because whenever she was at the Kansas City Chiefs game and they had Hugh Jackman was there and Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, so they're saying whether she's going to be in there or not. So
I mean,
we'll see.
you wish to God she was in that movie. You just want to get her in there for 2 seconds. They'll get every one of those kids to go see it. My daughter already is like, you should get a Travis Kelce jersey. You should Travis Kelce this. She's never heard of Travis Kelce before this.
Yeah.
I think it was Orlando that posted a picture of Kelsey shirts in Dick's Sporting Goods in Tampa.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were Kelce jerseys in the Mac makeup store.
Ah,
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hilarious.
But like
That
in
was
Tampa,
hilarious.
like when have you
Yeah.
ever seen a Travis Kelce anything here?
I saw a commercial last night. There's a lot of commercials for medications you should take if you have AIDS, if you have HIV. And the guy's like, I wasn't looking. He goes, "Hey, it's me, Orlando." And when I have HIV and I went, "Oh, how unfortunate! How unfortunate! If we weren't friends with him, we'd be using that every day,
yeah.
every day."
I love the commercial, whatever it's for, that medication, and it says, just keep doing what you're doing. And I go, maybe not everything. Maybe don't keep
This
doing-
one was like talking about lesions and stuff. I went,
come
man, that's
on.
real. That's real as what that is.
The original showrunner on The Office had this to say about the rumors of a revival or a reboot or whatever. Said, quote, when there's something to announce, I will definitely announce it. So,
Speaking of, I watched the new Frasier last night.
yeah.
Not disappointed.
I saw it too. The first episode where he goes and visits his son, Freddie. Yeah. Yeah. They have it on YouTube for some reason, but it's on Paramount, CBS and Paramount.
I just caught it last night. I watched a bunch of it, and I thought it was Frasier.
It's Frasier. Listen, old Frasier's fantastic.
Well,
Frasier-
this is developing characters right now. So as you're getting to know the characters, in addition to Frasier, because everybody's new except for him.
Yeah, and I like the guy that's the professor that's there.
He's
That it's his
great.
old friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. The kid that plays Niles and Daphne's son,
Yep.
his nephew, is very Niles and Daphne.
Yep.
So that works.
It's good.
out pretty well.
So far, so good.
So
Yeah.
did you just pick up where it left off, or is there
No.
like what's the
The
premise?
father's
It's
daddy.
after his father passed away.
Yeah. And then he goes back to visit the son because they kind of like dropped off.
Right.
And they were in communication, but they didn't really like hang out with each other. So he's trying to reconnect with his son.
Is he still the radio host? Or
No.
is that-
No,
He does TV.
He had a TV
Okay.
show that he walked away from.
Like Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
And now he's teaching at Harvard. They got
All
him
right.
to teach at Harvard. But I can't figure out if the son is gay because the son lives with a girl and a baby.
Right.
The son's a firefighter, and one of his partners died while in a fire
I mean, spoiler.
while she was pregnant. It was the first episode. It was the first episode.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna watch it today.
Yeah.
So he
It's
lives.
the first episode that sets everything up.
Yeah. You guys didn't watch it, you're screwed. So he lives with that girl, and then Frasier decides to take the job at Harvard and stay there so he can connect with the kid. But they lie to him about the baby and the thing. He doesn't know who the. So, but I can't figure out if the son is gay or not.
No, I don't think so. That's what I thought
Yeah.
originally. Whenever the whole thing, whatever. But they explain it, and he explains it to Frasier.
But he's when I first turned it on, he goes, "Does he know John was here?" And he goes, "No." And he goes, "John smells so good." And then Frasier's son goes, "He always smells good." And I went, "Oh, maybe he's smelling dudes. I don't really know."
No, I think he's just saying that's his dad. His
Oh.
dad's.
Oh no, but he wasn't talking about him. He was talking about a different guy.
No. John. No. That's the baby. And the girl says that Frasier smelled so good, and he goes, "He always smells good."
Okay.
Yeah,
Good. I thought I missed something. So you watched it?
I did.
Okay, good.
I just told you I watched.
Yeah, I don't pay attention.
I'm not gonna watch it now. You told me what happened.
No,
You don't have to.
I left some stuff out.
You don't have
I
to.
left it out.
Is it in Boston? Is that where it take place?
Yes.
That's where Harvard is.
All right. I believe you.
And see. Okay.
We talked about this a little bit earlier. Good news for Nate Bargatze. He's going to be hosting Saturday Night Live on October 28th with.
By the way, it's Nate Bargatze. And it's so hard to say that because we call him Nate Bargatze all the time. Right. But I heard him say it.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
'cause
Bargatze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I was one of the things I was like, all these years, everybody's been saying it wrong.
It's just like
Bargatze.
Ariana Grande.
I don't believe that.
She's
Although I didn't think it was Gail Gadot
Good up.
either, and you turned out you were right on that.
And they'll have Foo Fighters as the musical
that's
guest.
huge.
Yeah.
That's a huge show.
Do
That's
we
very good.
think Bert will ever get asked to do SNL? That'd
He
be.
could.
I think
I think he's more popular than Nate Bargatze.
I think he is too, and he has a movie.
Yeah.
You know, Nate
I
doesn't have a
think
movie.
that Lauren Michaels looks at Bert like because he has to take his shirt off all the time. Like David Letterman's obsessed with the fact that Bert has to take his shirt off, and David will just be like, so the whole time he has no shirt on. Like he can't. But I think Lauren Michaels looks down on that. Like when they laugh, when they crack up laughing on the set.
Oh, yeah.
And we find that hilarious.
Yeah.
Lauren hates that. So I wonder if Lauren is interested in Bert at all, or if he just thinks he's a clown. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
I think when I first saw Bert before I was friends with him and had him on the air that following Monday, I said to him, "You are the next Will Ferrell." I thought he was as funny as Will Ferrell ever was, and he had that goofy laugh and presentation. I thought he could be as funny as Will Ferrell.
Just think back to The Hangover before we knew Zach Galifianakis as that character. If Bert would have played that character,
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been end of story.
Can you imagine if he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I got a tiger."
Yeah,
It would be great.
I could see Bert hosting SNL.
Bert had what is his name from Silicon Valley?
TJ,
No, the comedian, the Indian guy. Not
Not going to work anymore.
yeah,
Naga,
Camille.
I know who
Camille.
you're talking about. For sure.
Come on.
Oh, Kamal Najani.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had him on his podcast, and they were talking, and Bert was like,
no, is that him? Is that his name?
Yeah.
yeah.
he goes, I would go on Saturday Night Live. Like I would do that. I would go on there and be like part of the thing. And he goes, you would do that for them? You would be part of the cast on Saturday Night Live?
You know who's one of those? Dave Bautista. I think because he's so big and so muscular, people think that he's dumb. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Right.
most of those guys are. Batista, I had a conversation with him before he did Stuber with him.
That's so funny.
Well, Stuber was initially T.J. Miller
Right.
and him, and T.J. Miller told us he passed because he didn't think that Batista was a good enough actor.
Oh.
And yeah, meanwhile, I thought the two that actually did it together were great. But Batista is so into movies. He's like, what was that movie that won La La Land? That one. He's like, did you see it? And I go, no. And he goes, oh, it's beautiful. And I go, come on. He goes, oh, no, for real. The cinematography was awesome. And I go, this guy really knows his stuff. Like he's really into the movies. And then he goes, I'm doing this movie now with Kamal Najani. You know who that is? And I go, no. And at the time, I didn't recognize the name. He goes, oh, you don't know? And I go, no, I don't know. I don't know. I felt so dumb talking to him. I don't know. And yes, my Batista is on point. That's a good Batista.
Yeah.
It
I believe you can run to the stop sign, Mike. I do.
it's a good Batista, but every once in a while it slips into the Tom the Tree Man a little bit.
I believe the Guardians of the Galaxy. Go ahead, Mike.
That's good.
Whenever I call Tom, he answers the phone. He goes, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike. I feel so military when I talk to him.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
I'll pull it
I
out
got
front,
you,
boss.
No problem, boss.
Uh,
The best is we went to the Sound to go see Chicago.
Yeah,
And I've never been there before. And Tom pulls up. I go, Tom, get us as close as possible. I don't know if you know this. I don't like to walk a lot.
to the stop sign.
And he goes, I hear him talking to the guy, and he rolls on the window and he goes, there's a media entrance on the side. I'll take you down there. And I go, okay. So he goes over there and it's taking forever. And then finally I go, what's going on? And he goes, the media entrance is really far and you have to walk across the park and all that stuff. So I'm just going to drive around front. So he opens the door. He goes, this is the closest I can get you. We open the door. We're literally in there. Like we're at I go, Tom, this is perfect. And he goes, all right. From now on, we'll park here. I was like, you got it, Tom. I go, he gets me. He knows what I want. Hey, on Fox 13, Charlie Belcher, I have hiccups, is out at the Tampa Theater, and it looks like Ian Beckel is going to join him next to talk about the Grant Hampton movie, which is premiering tonight, which Ian is in. And we have the director in the studio with us.
What's Charlie doing? Just listen to our show and doing the
Yeah,
same thing we do?
Pretty much.
Evidently,
Come on, Charlie.
yesterday on the show, it got back to me from several people that Charlie was doing a story about these people who tried to make the longest sandwich. It was a mile long, but they made it. Yeah, Carmen, they made it, but they started eating it before they could finish. No,
Yeah.
before they could measure it. So they didn't get the credit for it. And Charlie's like, I never seen the world's biggest sandwich, but I'm still looking for the world's largest cookie. I think that was a little shout out.
You a fan of Eminem?
I do like the Eminem's autograph Eminem picture right above your head.
Do you think the Eminem you've seen recently is the real Eminem?
I can't see why. It
Real
would
Slim
be.
Shady?
You mean with the weird beard?
Well, there's a conspiracy theory that Eminem died in a car crash in 2006 and was replaced by a clone. The evidence that they have includes the fact that his face has changed and he doesn't rap or dress the way he used to.
Well, I don't. That's just saying.
He's probably had work on his face.
Yeah, probably even.
Well,
filler
remember
or
he was
something.
fat for a while.
That's true.
He was fat. And
He was
then
like in hiding, and he was fat with
Yeah.
a big beard and everything.
Right. Right. Could be.
The old switch-a-doodle.
You know, it should be pretty easy to find another guy that raps like Eminem. Yeah, just switch him out.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot.
You can't, Karn, if you clone him, you got to wait for him to be an adult. Yes.
Not necessarily.
I mean, yeah, you can clone adults.
No, you can't clone an adult. You can clone the adult, but it's not going to be an adult out of the gate. It's got
You
to
don't
grow
know how
in.
their cloning technology works?
I'm all over cloning.
Nah.
Yeah, those are test tube babies. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know every celebrity had a backup. Okay.
That's that movie, The Island, right?
No.
It's close to it.
No.
I don't got the name right.
I
The
didn't see
islands
that.
when there's the island of marijuana and there's like with Leonardo
What the hell are you
DiCaprio.
people talking about?
Yeah, there's a cloning movie
Oh, that's
where
the beach. Never mind.
where people just live in this area, and then maybe you can go to the island if you win the lottery. But really, when you leave this area, you go to your clone, and they kill you for parts, or or you're pregnant and they take your baby because your real life clone didn't want to carry it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I'm not watching any of these movies.
you didn't see it?
You guys ever see Stand By Me?
Yeah.
Is Scarlett
Pretty good.
Johansson and Ewan McGregor in it? Yeah.
Yes.
That's The Island. You're right, Joe.
All right.
Apologize to him, Gio.
Yeah, come on, Gio.
By the way, best cloning movie out of any of them. Multiplicity with Michael
Michael
Keaton. Oh,
Keaton.
that is so good.
That is good.
That is so
I love
funny.
Michael Keaton.
He's
He really
great.
is great in everything.
Michael Keaton can do anything.
Yeah,
he can
of
do
course.
comedy. He can do serious.
He can do Batman.
Yeah, he can do action. Yeah, he
That
can
sounds
do
like the
anything.
title of a great documentary. Michael Keaton can do anything.
Yeah, he really can.
And just show all the great movies he's been in. Comedy, drama. He did that Clean and Sober movie where he was an addict.
Dude, when he's in the other guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, and he shows up and he's the police chief or whatever,
Yeah.
and then he's working in the Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah.
Then there's the one where he was dying of cancer. Do you remember that
Oh,
one?
yeah, yeah.
He's a good actor.
Well,
He's very good.
and he's Batman.
And Beetlejuice.
And Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
2 is supposed to.
I think that's going to be awful.
They've already filmed it, and
I
it's
think
coming
gonna
out.
Stink.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see. Finally, in news, people on social media are talking about disgusting smells. We talked about the 189 corpses. That's a disgusting smell. But these are ones that they actually enjoy. So think about a smell that you're like, yeah, that's gross, but I love it. I can tell you immediately, dog paws. When they get the
I
like
thought
the
you were gonna
Frito
say dog poop.
No, when they get like the Frito smell on the dog
Yeah.
paws, whatever the thing is, I love
That
it.
grosses me out.
I love it.
My dog's paws don't smell like that.
Yeah, no, it's if they have some sort of like fungus, whatever. It'll
Oh,
get
is
like
it?
that sometimes, yeah. But you say gasoline, Carmen, or who said gasoline? So that's so funny because you remember the Corvette that I had, the 77?
Yeah.
That smelled like gasoline because it was just an old muscle car like that. My son thought that was the cool. He goes, I love that smell. Number one, they say the smell of a mechanic shop or auto parts store. That's one of the ones. The smell of when you first turn the heat on in the winter,
That is a good smell.
burning
You know,
dust in your coils.
My daughter loves at the Clearwater place. The building has an old lady smell, and my daughter thinks that that's a good smell.
Yeah.
She's like, I love that smell because she associates it with the beach,
Yeah.
not with the fact that it smells like Golden Girls.
It's
Yeah.
like a cheap perfume type
Yeah.
smell.
Yeah, no, it's like like your grandmother hasn't opened the window in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
it's just grandma smell.
Just musty.
Yeah, musty.
Like a river, like the river smell.
like
I
a
like a
little
river
dirt-
smell.
dirt
Yeah,
river.
you smell a little bit of the like. I don't know whether it reminds me of being a kid
Yeah.
or what.
Yeah, I like a good a good fart, but not like a regular fart, the one that burns when it comes out. Like, 'cause it's,
Oh.
you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yikes.
Like, it burns, and for a second you go, did I just crap my pants? I did, and then you smell it, and it's so bad, but also so good at the same time. Yours. Somebody else's is
somebody
just
else's
is your own
vomit
brand.
Punch him in
inducing.
the face.
What about the dirty leather jacket puke cat smell?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I like dirty leather jacket.
Like
That's
Don't
a good
forget to
smell.
throw in vape pen.
Yep.
Also-
Joe smells like Fonzie. Yeah,
Does he?
he does smells like Fonzie.
Today I do.
Yeah, it's what I would imagine
No.
Fonzie would smell
nothing,
like all the time.
Nothing happy days about Joe.
He smells more like fartsy.
All right.
Another smell that people like is farm animals.
I do like that.
Farm animals.
That's very fresh.
Old libraries.
Oh, I love old books.
Yeah.
What about a just blown out match?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gasoline. Carmen, you said that. Your own underarms or body odor or your partner's.
I do, dude. I smell.
Taco.
I'm telling you right now, I smell like it's time to make the donuts. My body, when it sweats, smells like powdered donuts, and it's fantastic.
I do not like this at all. Nail polish or nail polish remover. I do not.
Acetone.
Nail polish, I like better than the
Gives me a
remover.
headache. What's in that one movie, American Hustle?
Yeah.
Right, where she keeps on smelling it.
Oh, yeah,
And she's
yeah.
like, it smells like
Oh, I watched that movie with Jennifer Lawrence, the one with her where they hire her to go out with
the kid. Yeah,
I thought it was a great movie.
it was all right.
Yeah, like it was like it's
It's
just a
exactly
good.
what you expect, but yeah,
Yeah, it's silly.
And she's
It's
funny in
funny.
there.
She's hot.
She's
and
good.
Yeah.
full frontal.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yo, you're like 3 minutes full frontal
Yeah.
on the beach.
Fighting.
Yeah.
The
It
stuff.
has to be Netflix or something because I just turned it on, saw it, and watched it one day. It's worth watching, Carmen. It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna watch it again, but I enjoyed watching it
Yeah,
the first time.
it was all right.
Yeah.
Let's see some of the other stuff. Chlorine in a swimming pool.
I do like that.
People like that. Tennis balls.
Any balls?
All right.
Any balls? Permanent markers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever have a kid in your class that tried to
Often.
eat one because it smelled like grape?
No, you went to school. You went to special school.
You know, like the kickball, like the rubber smell, like a
Yeah,
kickball.
yeah, sure. What about the hallways of hotels?
Yeah, it smells like my house.
Pungent cheeses.
I do.
I don't like. I'll eat a pungent cheese, but I don't love the smell of it.
This cheap inflatable pool toys, Gio. So that kind
Yeah.
of goes with
Yeah.
the kickball. That kind of thing. Let's see. My dog food.
No, that grosses me out.
Dog's food smells good, but tastes
Anything
bad.
with that high concentration of protein makes me. I don't like that smell.
Let's see. The small stretch ears or nose piercing in the hoop. No, that's so gross.
No.
That just smells like it's turning green.
That's so gross. And then this one is the dog's paws that smell like a Frito factory. Yeah, so that's all of them. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones that you're like, I love that smell. Blacktop, like the tarring, the tarring.
yeah.
Totally reminds me of being a
Of
kid.
being a kid,
Or
yeah.
like freshly cut grass. You're like, oh, I'm alive. It's summertime. Here we go.
You were going, yeah, Carmen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you put your shirt back on, and you're like, "Oh, it totally still smells like it."
That's me right now. You can see I got campfire on the back of my hand because I use my solo stove.
Oh yeah,
And no matter what I do, oh God, people are so. I have the solo stove, and it's like a couple of parts that go into each other, and I have it on a table because it does not get hot on the bottom to melt the table. So I have a very hard plastic table. So I kept it on the top, but somebody moved it the other day, and when I put it back on the table, I forgot to put the ring that goes down first on top of it. So I set the fire and I let it go, and then I realized the ring was there, so I put the ring on top just to stop the debris from coming out. And everybody's like, "Oh, you idiot! You put the ring on the wrong." I'm like, "I know." By the time I realized it was too hot to lift up, so I just left it on the top. Everybody's so quick to point out your mistakes online, jerks.
that is it for news.
All right, Galvin, thank you. We got to take a break because we got a lot of things happening. We still got a brand new open letter, which we'll do next. And then we are going under oath, your opportunity to ask us questions that are sometimes just inquisitive and sometimes just designed to make us feel uncomfortable. And we will answer them, and we have to answer them truthfully, or these other people will call us out. Does everybody get nervous before this? I don't know what, the same questions come up all the time that we can't answer. I can't tell you how much money I make because it's in my contract that I'm not allowed to talk about it. I can't talk about ongoing legal cases. Like there's things that you just can't talk about. But anything else that I could, I definitely will, or I'll dance around it.
Joe should be very nervous.
Why?
I got a couple things.
Oh, now I'm excited.
People,
All right.
people send me some stuff.
All right.
Some
Oh,
suggestions.
yeah. I feel like if you want to sneak us some questions on the side, we'll be happy to throw them out there for
There
you.
were a couple suggestions in my DM that people wanted to get out there.
All right.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying things.
All right. I guess I'm glad they're saying things.
Get ready. Get ready.
Maybe not. We'll find out. All right. Open letter and Under Oath coming up. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 with the Bone. $8:48 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Jeff Borum is your guy when you're looking to sell your home, but he's also the guy that will find you the home of your dreams. And let me tell you, I spent years searching for my last house. And even for this one, we searched and went to different open houses and all that. If you've got a good real estate agent who's connected in the community like Jeff and his team at eXp Realty, they'll just take it and bring it to you. They'll show you which ones you should go look at, which one you should avoid, why one's been on the market forever, which one's been on the market forever, and you can come in and make them an offer and steal it like we stole this house. That's what you need. You need a realtor who lives here in the Tampa Bay area, knows the real estate, and knows what you can get for your money and maxes out your purchase for your money. So if you're looking to find the home of your dreams, you're going from one home to another, maybe your family got bigger, maybe your family got smaller and you're looking to downsize, Jeff can do it all for you. Go to Team Borum, B-O-R-H-A-M, teamborum.com. And, of course, you know, if you're looking to sell your home, they do that for you as well and take all the stress out of selling, man. That whole thing about having people come over and then changing the price. Should we go higher? Should we go lower? Get people to fight. Jeff handles all of that for you. That's what happens when you have the team at Team Borum working for you. You're selling it, you're making a ton of money, and you're not stressing out. Team Borum, B-O-R-H-A-M, teamborum.com. For all your real estate needs. Tell me you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Last thing you want to do is list your house and have it sell in a half hour, and you're like, oh, we could have got so much more.
Right?
Oh.
I'm telling you, when I sell this house is probably when I retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll let Jeff sell it, take all my money, and then just disappear into obscurity.
Buy a RV and live on the beach like Riggs.
Oh, man. Dude, I was looking at the Earth Roamer again last night. I think that would be my dream, to really be in that thing and drive around, but not with people. Like, I don't want my wife there.
I get it.
Just me.
Yeah.
Maybe me and my son, or maybe Juliana, but I just don't want to be with my wife.
Take one of the dogs.
Oh, definitely take the dog. A lot of these guys who are living in their vehicles built a special little thing for the dog.
Yeah.
Like I sleep here, and then the dog hangs out down there, and then at night jumps up there with me. And I'd be just fine with that. I'd take Hazel though, because I took a picture of Mabel on my lap last night. That is a little bit too weird. It's like when my son got too old to sleep in bed with. You just feel uncomfortable holding that big. You know what I mean? Like Joey, I used to snuggle Joey. He'd turn on his side, and I'd hold him from behind, and I'd grab him, and it was the best feeling in the world. Then one day, hairy legs were entwined in my hairy legs, and I was like, wait a second, what's going on here?
This man out of my bed.
The other thing is my daughter wanted to sleep with me the other night, which I loved because she's not paying me any attention anymore. And she slept on me, and she put her arm over my chest and gave me a hug. I was like, this is great. And then it just felt kind of weird. I'm like, she's a woman now, you know?
Yeah, you're getting, what is she, 10?
10, it's almost 11.
11, yeah, it's getting, things are going to get weird.
Yeah, like we should stop showering.
Very soon.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke. We stopped last month.
Having teen daughters now, things get weird soon.
Dude, I'm already seeing the changes. Like
Yeah.
I'm already hearing the stories.
Don't
and,
ask questions. Just let things happen and don't ask
I
questions.
just float out a lot of threats. Oh yeah, no, if that was me, I would kill that guy. You know, I just say those sort of things. So she, I listen to what she tells me, the stories about school. I like to hear the names that repeat over and over again. And when she was a kid, she was like, and then Danny and Tommy and Billy and blah, 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 and that's fine. But now as she gets older, there's no boys in the story. That's when you do hear a boy's name, you know that's serious.
Yeah.
So that
ever
kid has to die.
Don't ever ask, why didn't she want to go in the pool?
Oh, yeah, that happened. It happened already.
When we're at the pool party.
It happened already. I was like, oh, this one's not going to the pool? And they're like, no. And then I go, how come? And nobody said anything. And I went, how? And then my wife just looked at me. I went, all right, I get it.
Never inquire further.
Man, I'm learning those lessons.
You know why.
Sharks. That's why. You don't want to draw the sharks.
I've made mistakes in my life, and I can't. Some things you can't take back.
Look, two of our favorites on TV together. former NFL player for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and some other teams, and sports broadcaster, and has a home right here on this very radio station. Ian Beckles, representing his dignitary Opium Den, live on television with our other friend Charlie Belcher, who is out there, no doubt, promoting the world's largest cookie. And then Anthony, I forgot his last name, who did the movie with Ian. They're on there promoting the movie, which debuts tonight at the Tampa Theater, where you can go out and see the Grand Hampton movie, which I had no idea was a horror movie. I like Ian with the big white beard. I do. I like that. I like that scruffy look.
We can't hear the sound, but it looks like Ian is there to fight Charlie. Like he said, so I heard you've been saying some stuff about me. Why don't you
I brought another black guy to back me up.
Why don't you now say it to my face that I'm right here?
Right. He does look aggressive.
You're doing a bad lip reading.
Yeah.
Do you think they're talking about us?
Of course.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Most of the people on TV talk about us. So real quick before we get to the open letter. So we had the whole Amanda Pappas drama. She was on the air. I mean, she was on TV. I put her on her Instagram. I was trying to promote her because she's so beautiful. She didn't want that. She told me to take it down. It's down. Now, what I wanted to happen before is happening. All of these people are sending me other meteorologists or broadcasters from the Tampa area that I was unaware of.
Really?
Keep them coming. Because, oh, my God, we do have a lot of beautiful women on television
How many
here. But
channels are there?
we're also got to take into consideration Sarasota. There's a girl in Sarasota. I want to say her name was Sophia. This guy's like, I think you'd like her. And I go, really? You do? And I looked at her and I went, oh, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful. Keep them coming. We don't need you, Amanda Pappas. And, I got Jen Epstein mad at me because I said I didn't like her blonde hair. But I will tell you, Jen, I'm getting a lot of people backing me up on that. A lot of people sending me emails going, she's beautiful. I don't like the blonde.
Somebody said it looked like two horns coming out of her head.
Yeah, I heard that. What?
He's got points at Peltz.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to check in with Calvin. He has a brand new open letter. Brand new.
This is an open letter to our leaders. Dear leaders, seriously, let me ask this. Anybody happy with who's in charge? Whether it be people in government all the way to your boss at work, rarely do you hear someone say, thank God Alan is in charge. He really knows how to handle almost any situation. No, but what you do hear all the time is, who put this dope in charge? Managers are called managers because you're supposed to be able to manage a situation or manage people. I was in management for a short time and got out because I don't want to be in charge of other people. I'm in charge of me. If you have a problem with me, talk to my boss. Me. Also, I learned that when I was in management, you can't really talk to people the way you want to. I guess that's what helps make a good manager, someone that can talk to employees the proper way. Apparently, that's not how you do that, idiot, isn't the proper management speak. You'd like to think that our political leaders are there because they want to do the best for the people in their area and they're the best people available. Maybe. But is there any possible way that George Santos is the smartest and most qualified person in New York to be a congressman? He's not even the most qualified drag queen in New York to be a congressman. Can you imagine being the person that ran against this guy and lost? Oof. I can't believe that we don't have more rigorous test for someone to become a political leader, like the President of the United States. You're telling me that the group of people that are currently running are the 10 very best people in the United States to be president? Also, who picks our president? In theory, we the people do. But let me ask you this. Have you taken a real good look at we the people lately? Go to a mall or a Walmart or any public place. We the people can barely park our cars properly between two lines. By all means, let them pick our next world leader. When I walk into a business and there's two donkey brain idiots having a conversation in the doorway, I often think to myself, yep, we're going to be just fine, America. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to our leaders.
A lot of times I find myself going, we're screwed.
Oh, yeah.
You know what the most recent time was? I think I even put it on the Instagram was, you know how they have truck balls? Balls you can put on the back of your truck.
Yeah.
They now sell balls for the Christmas tree. And I put it on there. I said, we've lost as a society. We have Christmas tree balls.
Just lean into it.
Yeah. I guess there's a part of me that, for my listening audience, I should be like, oh, man, they got balls you can put on your Christmas tree. But it's really the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it literally looks like a man's testicles hanging on your Christmas tree. what family is that appropriate?
Mhm.
I don't like it. But I'm sure they'll sell 1 million of them.
Yeah,
And that's why we're doomed. Well, thank you, Galvin.
you got it.
Thank you for being the bright spot in a very dim world.
Mm-hmm.
727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Those are the phone numbers you will use right now to get on the hold so that you can ask us our under-earth question. If you got something that you want to get out, get on the phone lines now. We'll go right to the phone calls when we come back. We have questions that we want to ask each other. I invite Dizzy, Monica, anybody else in the building that wants to get on the under oath to be able to come in the studio and ask their questions live on the air. I don't feel like I'm hiding anything. Like, I feel like I'll be fine in this one, but not so much for Joe. Just saying.
What am I hiding?
Wow.
What?
You know.
All
What is
coming
that?
down.
You know. You know.
Oh, I'm not giving anybody the full.
Well, you have to. You're under oath.
No. No.
Under oath, also
No.
known as the Fulls.
No.
You're not going to play?
I mean, yeah, I'll play.
Okay, thank you.
This is going to be your 9/11.
Oh my!
We'll never forget. We will never forget.
Lives changed forever.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I got an email last night from a listener who said thank you to me for turning them on to Walsh Roofing Services. They said they got a lot of people out to give them an estimate. They said Walsh was not the cheapest priced. It was pretty close, but they ended up going with them, and the service that they got and the roof that they got in their home was so far superior than what they expected that they were happy to pay for it. And that is why I always tell you, I speak firsthand when I tell you about Walsh Roofing Services, because they put the roof on this home. It has been some years now that they did that, and this roof still works great. I still stay in touch with the people. They did a great job here, and now Walsh is doing solar. So if you want to do a roof for your home, if you're thinking about needing it, if you're like my dad's roof is fine, but the homeowners association made him change it because it got old, and then some insurances want you to change it just because the years have gone by. If you need to do that, you can call WalshRoofingandSolar.com and have them come out and fix your roof. And if you're thinking about putting solar panels up there like my guy Tom just did, they can do that as well. WalshRoofingandSolar.com, have them come out and give you an estimate and tell you how much money they could save you on your electric bill. If you've got an electric bill in the last couple of months, you know that they're skyrocketing, super high. So if you want to change that and find out how you can harness the power of the sun and lower your bill and get all sorts of energy credit and taxes energy credits towards your taxes, they'll tell you about that as well. WalshRoofingandSolar.com. We'll take a break. Under Oath is next on 102.5 The Bone. My golden tee was hit by lightning, I think. I don't know. There was a power outage, and then when it came back on, the color was never the same.
Yes.
We might need a new video card or something.
If there's a number on this, because the smaller machine came from them, right?
Yes.
Okay. If there's a number sticker on that thing, I'll call it today.
Yeah, no, they're good people, and maybe if we can get them to come and fix this one, that would be swell.
It was when the outage happened.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It seems like.
For sure. We love that golden tee game. Even though it's not the newest one or whatever, we're just used to playing it.
Oh, it's the greatest.
It is great, and I would like to keep that one. I'll buy a new one if we have to. So years ago, by the way, the phone lines are open for Under Oath, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. I'll get to those in just a second. Pete gave me a greatest idea one day. You know those machines where you punch the punching bag and it goes back and it tells you how much power is?
Yeah.
There was one for sale on Facebook, and it was like $800. And Pete goes, you should get this, put it in the studio, and have every guest that comes on, punch it, and then keep track of who was highest. And I was like, that's a pretty brilliant idea. And then I went to go buy it, and it was already sold. Yeah, so I do want to get one of those. Another thing is, yesterday on the neighborhood page, somebody put up that there was a golf cart for sale for $2,500. And I looked at it, and a good golf cart is probably about $6,000 to $8,000, a used one. This one looked pristine, and it listed all the things that it had done to it, and it was $2,500. And I looked at Amanda, and she goes, no. I go, Amanda, let's just buy it and resell it.
Yeah.
I go, you're going to make another $5,000 off of this. And she's like, that's up to you. You do whatever you want. And I reached out to the person, and they said, yes, it's available. I said, great. I'll come get it. I have my truck. You put it right in the back. They said, I won't be home till 5:30. I said, okay. And they said, do you want to secure it with a deposit so I could take it off of the page?
Yeah.
I said, I do not, but I will be there at 5:30. Can I have the address? Boom, ghosted me for the rest of the
Total
night.
scam.
Be very careful. If it looks too good to be true,
Sure.
it's most likely not true. All right, Carmen, let's do it. Whole show under oath. Under oath. That was on the other day, and I wanted to watch 5 minutes of it. 2 hours later, it's still one of the best movies you'll ever
A
see.
Few Good Men, yeah,
Ever
so good. Yeah, Tom Cruise. I was watching Day After Tomorrow. Or wait, is that right?
No, and the War of the Worlds?
No.
No,
We just talked about it.
Tomorrow never comes.
Day After Tomorrow.
No, Day After Tomorrow is the
Tomorrow
apocalyptic
never
movie.
comes.
The one with Emily Blunt?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's End. The World of Tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow.
Damn it, you weren't talking about it. None of us can remember it.
Tomorrow
Anyway,
again.
that's a good movie.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow was on last night, and I did the same thing. Started watching it because it was like 10 minutes in. I'm like, I'll watch for a little while. I'll watch the whole thing.
Good movie.
So good. I don't think
movie.
he's made a bad movie.
No. All right, let's go. We're under oath. Hi, who is this? What's up, Cody? We're under oath. You're live on the air. You're the first call. Don't curse. Make it good. What do you got? All right.
Best known. I love that that's what she's best known for.
Yes,
Right.
Cody, I do know that.
Yeah. Oh.
Do I think that I can run 40 yards while Carmen is pooping at that? I don't know, Cody.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to try that, though.
Okay.
Faster
I don't think Tyreek Hill could do that.
than
Yeah.
the fastest dump in the West over there? I don't know.
I've
I don't know.
seen some cheetahs she
Yeah.
could beat.
Yeah,
Carmen has some skills.
Good question, though, Cody. Good question.
she is known for that.
Good morning.
Oh.
Are you on a motorcycle? Hello.
Oh.
Goodbye.
All right.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning. Who's this? Hi, Mark. Oh, wouldn't that be great?
I am a professor of doctoral studies
Oh.
at
That is not under an oath
USF.
answer.
Do not lie.
Either that or I work in the food court. You decide.
Can you answer what you do, or you rather not?
Nah, yeah, I work at USF.
Yeah, he's not a professor. I can tell you that,
No.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's not a he doesn't have a bad job. Like he doesn't have a crappy
Oh, no.
job. It's just it's probably a little private. All right, let's keep going. I like these. Good morning. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got? Gucci? Gucci, you sound like the last person would ever wear Gucci. All right, go ahead. No. He's home. You're saying you think he's in jail? Well, hold on. Well, I'll explain to you because I'm sure there's other people like you doing the same thing. Spanish is I don't know right now, but for the first 2 weeks, he was in a lot of pain. And it's not just his feet. His feet bleeding was one of the things. His entire body was covered in what looks to be like hives. He was and it was very painful, almost like shingles, I would say. So he has been in pain and miserable. But we tried to call him earlier this morning. Maybe we'll try to call him before the show is over today. He is not in jail, I promise you. He's strapped in Spore Island.
Several people do think that he's incarcerated.
No.
Are you serious?
I've seen it a couple times on social media.
Well, I
Okay.
can confirm that is absolutely not true as of
No.
this morning.
True. You'll find
Maybe
out.
not.
Good morning. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got? Ooh, good question.
Yeah.
Are there three?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see who you'd be attracted to.
All right.
Is he?
Wow.
The short king.
Yeah, I'm not trying to discourage it. I'm just surprised. JP.
What?
Oh, all right.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Hey, listen, I yell at you all the time.
Get on that goddamn bed.
Yeah. Hey, Carmen.
Here's a towel. Wipe yourself off.
Hey, Dizzy, your turn. What? I'm more surprised that you say you're good friends and the fact that you'd want to bang him.
Spanish didn't make the list?
Besides the show.
Yeah. Are you listening?
Okay.
Yeah.
What? Did you guys do anything? Carmen, under oath. Oh, wow, I thought it was before that.
Did you do anything with the wife?
Under oath, I find her to be very attractive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's very interesting. So JP,
Dizzy,
and John Senning.
Mm-hmm.
The beard, the midget, and the old man. All right.
Got to get some variety in there.
Little
Chronicles of Carminia.
Yeah.
Well, very interesting. Okay, let me go. The phone lines are opening up 727-579-1025. Mike Calta Show, good morning. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got? Good. Okay. I can answer that.
Mm.
Gio?
Go ahead. Either one.
Well, we're about to find out, sir.
I mean,
Gio, Carmen, who wants to answer
ladies
first?
Do I dislike Carmen for real? Yeah. I mean, dislike is a strong word.
Do you think you're better at your job than Carmen is at her job?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I was curious. I was I threw in a backward. Well, I will tell you that these guys don't have a lot of contact with each other, so it's not as familiar. Like, you know, we bust Joe's balls and all that stuff, but I think Carmen and Gio probably have a deep-seated dislike for each other. I mean, I'm answering for you guys, but Carmen, do you want to chime in? Oh.
Yeah. I feel the same about Carmen.
Okay.
There's a lot there to work with.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the question. Thanks for making it weird.
If you're going to go in the room, I have one if you would like to.
Go in the room, and then I'll grab these phone calls that are on hold. Go ahead.
This question is for Pap.
Oh.
I didn't see that coming.
Yes.
On the cruise,
Yeah.
did you or were you offered an opportunity to have sexual relations, any kind of sexual relations, with Button's girlfriend?
Chauncey?
Yeah, Chauncey's girlfriend.
Mary?
Yeah. Was there an offer, or did you do anything with her?
In complete and total honesty, for the purposes of this game, integrity, no. I did not.
Boring.
She didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything to her. We just hung out.
Under oath.
Yeah, she walked me back to my room.
Under
I said,
oath,
see
I
you
would
later.
totally bang her.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
just
listen.
saying.
I'm
Yeah.
not-
Joe said he banged
Would-
Chauncey.
No, well,
Let's have a 4G. You bang Chauncey, I'll bang Mary.
all right.
And this is no game, Joe. This is real.
Yeah, this is real life.
This is
You're
not
under
a
oath.
game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can be perjured.
Just calm down. All right. Just take it easy.
Yes, Carmen. Go
Oh,
ahead,
great.
please.
Okay. I didn't see that one coming either. Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of people ask this.
I don't have a second job right now.
Oh, you get fired already?
No, it's on hold. I was editing a video, but it's on hold at this. I know it's hysterical, but that's what I was doing, and the project is on hold right now. But I can't really talk. I can't tell you about it.
That would
because-
be like saying Mike's second job is to run to the stop sign.
I'm running out of stop sign.
But yeah,
Wow.
that's what it was.
All right.
Anything else in the room before I get the phone calls?
That's
Top
right now.
secret editing.
Good morning. You're live on the air, and we're under oath. What do you got? Good, sir. What's happening? I mean, yeah. I wouldn't really say it's heat, but I'll be honest with you. Matt from Hornblasters is a nice guy, and he's a very successful businessman. He created the horns and all that. The reason we have a relationship with him is because the Tampa Bay Times did a story about him and his company. We reached out to him. This is 20 years ago. I don't know, how many, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
We reached out to him and we said, would you like to do something with us on the show the next day? We'll drive around and horn blast people and we'll videotape it and we'll be live on the radio. And he said, absolutely. And I think it was him and Moose that went out, or him and Dinah, somebody went out and did it. And we ended up having a great relationship with him. And I got to know him over the years. And he has been to my house. He's been to my kids' birthday parties. He and I were pretty tight for a while. We did stuff together. And he was a very nice person, but I don't play both sides. And he went on the Cuck show, and that to me is the worst thing that you can do. I don't care if it was a guest, but that was a friend of mine. And once he did, he differentiated himself between being a guy I know and a guy that's a friend. So I don't hate the guy. I saw him at Steve-O. We shook hands, and I wish him the best. And his horn products are still by far superior to everybody else. And I do miss – the thing I miss the most is my Hummer. I had that loudspeaker where I could talk to other people. I really love that. But he crossed the line, and he violated it, and I just – he let me know what kind of person he was. So I hope that answers your question, sir. That is the honest truth. Mike Calta Show, good morning. First of all, Steve, pick up your goddamn phone. We're not a secretary for Mad Men. Pick up the phone. You're not holding your phone. You're holding your phone right now. All right.
You need to get a new plan.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. I believe you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right. About Dizzy. Okay, I'm going to hang up on you only because your phone stinks, but so you can listen. Is anybody worried about Dizzy because he does such a good job?
No,
I'm not.
I like whenever there's talented people and people that we like. Like, I like other funny people. I like people that do a good job. I'm not scared of losing my job to anybody. I think Dizzy's great, and I think he's a great addition whenever he helps out.
Let's go down to Joe and ask Joe how he feels
all
about
right,
that.
here we go. No, I'm not threatened at all. I think Dizzy's great, and I would love to teach him everything.
Don't teach him about video.
Oh, okay.
Don't teach him.
You want to
I'm
teach
not
him.
sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I want him to learn how to do it the right way.
You didn't let him finish. What were you going to teach him?
I'm going to teach about whiskey. I'm going to teach about drinking.
Okay, good.
Longevity.
Yep.
Gio, Carmen, anything?
I got one for Carmen.
No.
Whoa, no, answer the
oh.
question. Dizzy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not threatened by Dizzy at all.
Do you feel like Spanish is?
I mean, if he's out like this long, I would be threatened by anybody. Not that he should be, but I would feel that way for sure. Dizzy's the guy that if I had an extra spot on the show, I would put him on in a second. But I'm not interested in replacing anybody.
The last thing you want is to be out and the show runs smoothly or better whenever you're not
true.
there.
Yeah.
I don't feel threatened by anybody at the station.
Okay.
I'll
All right,
threaten you.
Gio, God, what's the one you had?
Son of a bitch.
From someone wanted to know about Carmen. They want to know, is Carmen the breadwinner in her household?
She's a bread maker.
Yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, I don't know what anybody makes on the show, but I have an idea of what Carmen makes. Carmen makes good money. So, yeah, you do. Carmen, just your base salary alone is a good salary. Maybe not for this job. Like, maybe you should be getting more, but I'm saying, like, the average person making that much money would be happy with that. I know for sure you're way above the average salary. Of course you are.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. The average salary in the United States you're talking about?
Let's find out. Hey, Alexa,
It's going to be like 27.
what is the average salary in the United States?
32.
Yeah, 27 to 35, I would say.
No, that's not giving me there.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
All right, Alexa, stop. Okay.
You factor in California and New York.
That's an average.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, but you get other money. Right. All right.
Are you doing the median annual income? So that's like the household income. I'm talking about single.
I feel bad for Carmen.
This really took a turn.
Mike Calta Show, good morning. You're live. We're under oath. What do we got? Some of them are Geo. None of them are Pat Pat.
What?
Dude, Joe. Thank you. It is not Joe. I can assure you of that.
I thought he was asking about the YouTube page.
No, he said some of the videos on Instagram and Facebook.
No, definitely not me.
Mike Calta Show, good morning. Good, sir. What do you got? No, go ahead. We'll try and get them both. Go. Yes. Yes. That, and I also think I think you shouldn't let somebody do news that can't read. Those two things are terrible. Yeah, well, I think that's a little bit more ball busting than not a fan stuff. I don't have a beef with Drew. Drew and I had a situation that came up that made me realize we weren't as close as we were. I thought we were better friends, but I don't dislike Drew. I see him every once in a while in the building. We talked last time I was there. I wish him the best. He is a major part of this radio station, and I'm happy he's here and working on it. So, no, we don't have a beef. It's just sometimes you overestimate your relationship with people, and then you find out it's not as cool as you thought it was. But that's fine. I listen to his show. I like having him here, so no beef. Nah, it was a personal thing. It was just a personal thing that had no effect on our work relationship. We still work together well, and we still do stuff together, and that's fine. We just don't hang out personally. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't have to hang out with everybody you work with in the office, you know? Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, save that, sir. We might do that for charity at the end of the year. All right, bye. Well, though, we have to blindfold you and get here like the like the back cave. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I say that as a joke because the truth is some guy on Instagram, he's like, he had stickers, and I go, oh, those are really cool. He's like, if you want one, I'll send them to you. I was like, yeah, that'd be great. And they showed up at my house the next day. I was like,
Oh.
All right.
And I can't remember if I gave him my address or not, but I probably didn't. So, hello, good morning. You're live. We're under oath. What do you got? All right, go. Every girl with what, Grover? I can barely understand what you're saying. Talk a little clearer. Every girl with what hair? Yeah. No. Hoda is too old in the face.
By the way, we didn't say every girl with good hair looks good. We said good hair can bump you up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You could be like a 5, and then you have good hair. It could turn you into a 7.
Like Greta Van Sustren's one of the ugliest human beings alive, but she got great hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that wasn't that
True.
edgy, but good morning. You're live. We're on the air. Last 3 calls. Go.
I came here for this show because I was in Destin, Florida, then went up to Louisville and was doing a show up there. But then I actually came down here, auditioned for the show, and got it. And so I came down for the show.
Mine's not as exciting. My mother was a nurse, and she was looking to get out of New York, and she got a job at Bain at Point Hospital. That was it. Gio?
I grew up here, then moved away, and then moved back.
Where'd you move to? From FSU? Up
Tallahassee, yeah.
And Joe, of course, settled this part of America.
That's right. I was
on the Mayflower.
I've been here the long time.
Carmen, how'd you end up here? That's right. Yeah. Manage it right into the ground.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Oh, my God.
They finally did open it? Are you the manager?
Cool. When are you going back? Yeah.
All right.
All right. There you go. Hope that helps, sir. Good morning. We're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got? All right. Go ahead. It's worse, sir. I think I am using a filter on me, and it still looks terrible. You know. No, yes, I am kidding you. No, that's it. That's all you get from me, sir. You're enjoying my butthole eyes. Yes, Carmen. Okay, go. Okay.
All right. Okay. Same reason you don't want to get married. It's just not worth it. You know.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
No.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. You can do the math for anyone you want, Carmen. I don't really care how you feel about how I spend my $25,000 a year. Okay, I'm
$25,000.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Okay, I'll get to it. I'm not defensive, but that's it.
Oh, yeah, that's a lie. You're under oath, yeah.
No, that's
In fact, I would describe you as extremely defensive.
no, that's not defensive. That's me telling you the truth. If nobody wants to accept it, okay.
I still don't. I didn't say I don't accept that. I don't understand it.
Michael, ask me how much money I have at the end of the month.
No, I
Okay.
don't know. But
Well,
you're
all
not
right, so-
answering the question. The answer to the question is, say that you're not getting your license because in order to get it, whether it has to be reinstated or whatever, would cost too much money. Is that what you're saying?
Why would I don't even have a car. I can't afford to fix any of those cars. I can't afford to have insurance
well, that
on those
makes
cars.
more
I don't
sense.
have any insurance personally. I don't want to take
So
a
that-
chance.
I love the fact that you don't drive. It makes you weirder to me.
Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what it is.
I wish all senior citizens would take themselves off the road at a
Absolutely.
certain age.
And listen, I don't expect that to continue. I'm not complaining. That's just
Yeah.
what it is.
All right. Okay. Mike, out the show. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got? Yeah. Pap,
Oh.
pap.
All right. At Verizon, no. No.
He's got a weird brother that probably said he worked at the bone, but he never did.
Yeah, I mean, I had a friend.
Oh, it was got to be your
It's
brother.
probably, yeah, it's
Michael.
Probably my brother. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a don't.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a programmer, right? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if you're looking for a reference, I wouldn't hire him. Thank you. I still hate your brother. I like
He
you.
deserves it.
I'm going to take a couple more because this is going very well. Good morning. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got? All right. No, of course I would fight for him. Of course I would. I mean, Spanish is valuable. I enjoy having him. He's grown with this show, and I would never just replace him willy nilly. I mean, he'd have to either be not, if somebody said, "Hey, Spanish has got some condition where he can never come back to the show," well, then I wouldn't sit here and just keep him on payroll. But I would definitely fight for him if he's available. Yeah. No. I think I said that I think I said it in text one time. Gio framed it, and that's the best he's ever going to get out of me. Thank you. Oh. Yeah.
The poem.
The poem.
Yeah.
Listen, I value the fact that my wife put her emotions into a poem and gave it to me, and I respect her wishes. And no, thank you, but no.
I can read you the first line.
No.
We should move to Nantucket. No?
Mike Calta show. We are live. You're on the air. What do we got?
Hello.
Yep. You're live. We're under oath. What do you got, sir? Oh, no.
Yes,
It was you.
it
No,
was
it
you.
was you. Now you're gone. Good morning. You are live. We're under oath. What do you got? The what? Yeah, no, because it's still going on, so I can't. Trust me, I wish I could, sir, and there will be a time where I do, but no. Last one, you're live. We're under oath. What do you got? Hi, sir. Yes, that was Spice Boy, and it was not real. It was Spice Boy jumping into the pool at my house from about, yeah. Good radio, good theater of the mind, but no, a lot of that stuff was fake. Thank you. I will also throw this out there. I never put coffee in my anus.
Oh,
That's something everybody should have to say.
I can say that.
We did a thing one time where the coffee enemas were a thing, or it was whiskey enemas or something. People were getting drunk. I never did that.
Butt chugging.
Just a very good, I'm just a very good actor.
In
That was
mine? No.
In yours.
I
I
say
didn't
mine.
put it in mine. I put it in
No,
Gavin.
I'm saying maybe somebody else.
And there you go. A successful under oath. Not very uncomfortable, but there was a couple of things that got out there.
We did it.
Joe got very defensive about the drive. Very defensive about driving.
Very good defensive.
You're a defensive driver.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
You're a defensive driver without the driving.
Well, that's right.
You're
That's the
defense
best kind.
secretary.
All right, we got to take a break, get some commercials, and we'll come back and wrap up the show. It's a Mike Calta show. This is 102.5 The Bone. It is 9:46 on the Mike Calta show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Galvin,
Yes.
this is something that I think you'll appreciate. A guy emailed me yesterday. His wife has a local business, and they're going to be on Shark Tank on Friday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but check this out. They do, it says, bringing positivity to weddings since 2015. Professional, trustworthy, committed, inclusive, all couples and pets welcome. They bring pets to your wedding. So if you want to have your dog,
Oh, I think I know who that is. Is that a couple of
Fairy Tale Pet Care.
Yes, I know exactly who they are. Yeah.
They
I follow them on Instagram.
They will bring, if you have a dog that is a part of your family and you want the dog to be in the wedding, they do all that stuff and get the dog all dressed up and ready for the wedding.
Right, yeah.
And
'cause-
cats.
Yeah, they'll do a lot of different stuff with the dogs, so they're involved in the wedding, like whether the flower dog or the best man or do the different stuff and do pictures with it. Yeah, it's really cool.
And then they also have a thing where they try to find homes for dogs like you do.
Good.
So homeless dogs. So Fairy Tale Pet Care, they're a local business, but I think they do this in Vegas and other places. Let me see. Hold on. They got locations. Locations: Tampa, Las Vegas, Pittsburgh, West Palm, and soon to be other locations, and they're franchising. And I think that's great. I think a lot of people want their pets to be a part of
For sure.
what they do, and it would seem silly to me at one point in my life, but now that I got 2 beautiful dogs, I'd be like, oh, I totally would want them there.
Yeah.
That would be so when I get my next wedding and then we split the dogs, she takes one, I take the other one. Whatever one I get, and I married my next wife,
Right.
I will have that dog in a tuxedo at my wedding.
All right, very nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of dogs,
Well, that was quick.
1 week from today, my dog, Vader, is turning 15.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
about that?
150,000 in dog
15.
years.
Great shape. Great shape.
That's awesome, man. Well, good luck to the Fairy Tale Pet people on Shark Tank. I'm sure that's already been taped and all that, but it doesn't matter if they pick you or not. Just having that exposure
Being
on
on
television.
there, yeah, for sure.
I bought my wife a sweatshirt one time. It was a woman who suffered from anxiety and some other thing, and she had a sweatshirt and it just said anxiety on it, and she had